for the year, and that gives you the N64 expansion pack. So they've added the N64 games in there, and they've already announced. Yeah, and they also bundled the Sega Genesis collection in there as well.
They got more old Pokemon shit on there too.
No. They're not giving you that for free.
They're not giving you that for free.
Nintendo said, "Tate quieto, you don't get that for free."
First of all, Nintendo don't even own that. Pokemon Company does. So
yeah, but
you know them niggas is not. They're partners.
Nintendo owns like publishing and distribution and all that other stuff. So yeah, no, you're not getting that, bro.
Yo, that on the Switch would be stupid.
Crazy.
That would be stupid on the Switch.
They wouldn't do it because another company made that. Game Freak didn't make that one. That one was it's licensed through Game Freak, but it was probably a smaller developer that made it for them. A lot of those spin-off games were made by other companies.
Just like the two games that just came out. The two games that just came out. The
PSP, right? Yeah. That's not Game Freak.
No, that was somebody else.
We're not gonna talk about them. I'm just gonna show them. We'll talk about them another day. But
oh my goodness!
What are you talking about?
Oh Jesus!
No, because Mac knows why we're not going to talk about these today. If you pay attention and you actually do watch the podcast and you see this, you'll appreciate this later.
I got mine too.
Yo, listen to me right now. Gold.
Those are fire.
That was my game.
So these are the only two from this generation that I had that survived. I had a whole lot of games that were taken from me by a family member when I was young, and it wasn't a young family member either.
That's even.
I'll beat that nigga up right now. Pull up.
You know what's crazy?
I feel like this is gonna be a Pokemon episode.
It should be.
And
it
then
should be because Pokemon is so close. It should be.
Yeah,
we can do that. We can definitely do that.
That's the first Pokemon game I ever played, bro.
I got this bad boy right here, Pokemon Hielo. I played a lot of Red in this generation. I played Red so much in this generation that a friend of mine gave me his copy of Red because from wherever the hell he got it, I don't know where he got it from, but wherever the hell he got it, it was the Spanish version of Red. And I just played Red so much that it didn't matter that I didn't know how to read in Spanish. I mean, it fucked me up because I was just giving my Pokemon all different types of moves that were wild, crazy, like ridiculous shit. Yeah. It was just, I was like, I don't know what the fuck word this is. I've never seen something like this before. And then it turns out to be flamethrower. And you're like, oh shit.
You should have learned Spanish that way, bro. You wasn't doing it right.
You fucked up.
You would have thought.
You wasn't doing it right.
Right there, we would have had
you wasn't trying to learn Spanish, bro.
A yin yang Spanish attack here, dog. You would have had a yin yang Spanish attack here, yo. But you
wait.
do that with Rene.
How many times did you play that game? How many times did you play that game?
The Red or the Spanish one?
The Spanish one. How many?
The Spanish one I played it once.
Oh yeah, he didn't pick that shit up enough.
Nah, I got pretty far in it. I don't remember if I beat the Elite Four. But I remember getting really.
But you played it over time.
Yeah.
Like how long did you play the game for?
Months.
And you didn't learn Spanish?
Maybe at the time I was just associating things.
Yo, we having a whole pause. We having a whole conversation.
I know.
That could have been in the pod. Can you start the
He's recording.
Yo, it's recording, bro.
I know, but start the pod.
He knows.
No, he's recording. He has to start.
Where's Shawny? Where did Shawny?
You don't want to edit this later on.
Shawny, where did you go, bro?
I don't edit.
Shawny dipped.
Nigga, Shawny been dipping all day. I bet. Listen.
Please.
You already know what time it is. Because you know that
it went from the N64 to Pokemon, man. Just because you brought out Stadium.
Listen, that's good. We can keep it going. But listen, I gotta, because of the Rona, we gotta, keep the vitamin C on.
Keep the vitamin C.
Facts. That's a fact.
I'm fighting.
Hold up.
Kick its ass.
What the fuck is going on? What is good? It's a new fucking year here in paradise. What's going on, people? It's your boy Macky, OMO. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
I'm here with my people, you feel me? We got the Hokage El Negrito Crispin. We also got Platinum Shawny. We got Mr. Octastic Rene. Nigga, I almost forgot his name. Don't worry, we're gonna give you a new one soon.
The nigga never come.
Hey, bro. Hey, when you here, you get a nickname. When you're not, in fact, your nickname taken, nigga. You just Rene today. We got Johnny B the Bonanza. That nigga is crazy with the clipper. Bonano. And we are the Paradise Podcast. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on?
I just yelled hella loud. I think my girlfriend's gonna appreciate it.
What's up, man?
What the fuck is this?
Hope you guys are awake.
What they do?
After that.
Now we go.
I can't hear anything anymore.
We go. I'm energetic. I like that intro.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Glad niggas is awake. All right, so we just gonna start this. I don't know if you wanted to keep with that same conversation we was having before about gold, but I know we have to start it like we usually do, where we name what we're playing and what we're watching.
Yeah,
so
let's do that. I
will go first. What I am watching right now is One Piece, of course, and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Season 1 was okay. I'm on season 2 right now. That shit went up. Season 2 definitely rocking. When I'm done, I'll give a little deep dive on it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the reason why I'm watching it is because I'm going to compare it to the freshman year Spider-Man that is coming out soon. So I want to see, which is like some comparisons, because there's a lot of the things that are the same in the Marvel universe that are in that universe, like Nick Fury, Coulson.
Nick Fury's in that because he was suing. He was suing.
He sued to be in there?
Nick Fury sued whoever wrote the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. He sued whoever made that Nick Fury because they made it directly off of him. So he was just
because he was black in Ultimate.
Not only is he black, but it looks like him. So they were just like, "Yo,
he sued for his likeness."
Yeah, like it. Like, either you put in it, or I'm gonna get this money. So that's why he's Nick Fury in the MCU.
Oh
shit!
Because of the Ultimate Spider-Man.
The Ultimate universe. I don't know how far in it you're in. I'm in
the second season.
Okay, no. So I finished reading the whole comic book.
So I actually want to read the comic now that I'm watching it, because I feel like that comic book series is mad shit that happened. So I just want to know what went on. But we can talk about that later. So spectacular. Ultimate Spider-Man and One Piece is all I'm watching. What I'm playing right now, I was playing UFC up until the GamePass ended. So I'm not playing UFC anymore. I bought 2K22. Sorry, John, I had to do it.
It's all right.
So I had to buy it, bro. So I bought 2K22. Of course, the game is shitty, but it is what it is.
It got you again. Give me your money again.
But yeah, that's all I'm watching and all I'm playing right now. Let's go to John. Crispin. What are you watching? What are you playing? We're gonna do John.
Well, I just finished watching Knights of the Zodiac and Netflix. That's pretty lit.
Which one?
I seen that. The one that's like in 3D animation.
Oh,
I've seen that story
like
before because I seen the original one in Spanish and shit.
Of course.
Because they didn't finish it in English. Y'all niggas didn't finish it, so y'all niggas couldn't get the whole content. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
But I seen the whole shit. I seen the whole shit in Spanish. That shit's fire. So I'm watching it and I'm like, oh shit, it ended here? Why did it end here? So I was a little disappointed because of that. I started watching in Disney Plus the What If series.
Oh, you just jumped on?
I seen it. I'm like, what you mean what if? So I clicked it and I seen the first episode with Agent Carter. I was like, Agent Carter kicking ass out here. Like she wasn't playing no games.
Captain Carter, boy.
Facts. Then what else I seen? I just seen Black Widow because I had never seen that shit. So I just seen it the other day.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I was seeing the Wu Assassin on Netflix too. I was watching hella shit this past. I was watching shit left and right. I did not play absolutely anything. You know, the goatness never stops because I'm rewatching that shit just because. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I'm reading some manga.
Oh, we can. I'm reading too. If you're reading, let us know. Yeah. I'm
reading My Hero. I'm reading Black Clover. I'm reading. That's what I do. Black Clover, My Hero, One Piece, Vigilantes, and anything new. I'm about to start reading the Spy Family shit. I'm about to start reading that. I'm about to start reading Chainsaw Man. I'm about to start reading everything that's about to have an anime this year. I'm about to read all that shit.
I feel you. I'm about to read.
So yeah, that's what Crispin is doing right now.
I
can't wait for the game Pokemon. Wait, give me a second.
Okay.
I can't wait for the Pokemon game to come out because then I'm gonna really start playing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
I wanted to also add I am reading My Hero Vigilantes.
That's just fire.
That's it.
That needs an anime ASAP.
Yes, it does.
That shit needs an anime ASAP.
That shit is fire. Shawny, what are you watching? What are you playing? And if it's Halo, tell us.
Then he's platinum that shit last week.
Yeah, no.
Why the fuck you still play
that? That he platinum though.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm actually gonna play that. I wanna play it. It looks.
You're gonna. It's good. It's good. I think it won RPG of the year.
What did you play it on?
I played it on the PS5, Xbox. It's not on GamePass, but I think the quality is a little bit better for the most part because it's optimized for the next gen.
Yeah, like the game looks and performs better.
Yeah, so it really comes down to preference at the end of the day for you on that one.
Okay. I saw it on sale at one point, and then I didn't buy it that day, and then it went right back up in price. And it's been at like $50 for a while now.
If you can get it for $30 is a good price. Yeah. To me, it was worth the $60, but I'm biased because I played every Tales. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, this would be like my introduction to the series.
Facts.
Oh,
wait,
perfect.
There are other ones?
Yeah,
it's a whole series. It's old.
They have 20, at least 20. It goes back to Genesis days.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy.
What was the last good one?
Where can you play this game though?
So Tales of
PC.
Tales of Rise, I think, is on PC as well. Xbox, PlayStation. It's all the PlayStations, all the Xboxes. I think PC as well. That's the newest one, the newest gen. Yeah. The last good one that I played, in my opinion, was Tales of Berseria for the PS4. So there's Tales of Berseria, in my opinion, was the last best one before Arise. Technically, it was the last one before Arise came out. So I think for the PS4 gen, you had Tales of Zestiria, which, in my opinion, you can skip Zestiria. Tales of Berseria is a prequel to Zestiria, but Berseria is its own self-contained story, and you're more of a anti-hero in a sense. So that one is like you're not. This is one of the very first Tale games where you're not playing as a protagonist.
The main protagonist,
yeah, you're playing like an anti-hero protagonist for the most part. So that was like, in my opinion, really, really good. And Tales of Arise, if you want to jump into it, just go straight to Tales of Arise. It's been it takes what made the original Tales games Tales, but also brings it to the new gen with Unreal Engine. It just brings everything. It gives you the old school style, but still brings to the new school and just
with modern mechanics. Well. Yeah, exactly, modern mechanics, old school playing style.
Okay, so what are you watching and what are you playing?
Yeah, because Demon Slayer, Baruto. I started Away Paladin. It's a Sekai, so I know you're not really gonna fuck with it. No, but it was only 12 episodes.
Good off those.
Love them shits, man. Watching The Witcher.
What?
The Witcher.
The anime though?
Oh no, the season 2.
The season?
The live action?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch because there's the season 2 doesn't really reference certain things, but if you watch the animated one on Netflix, which is the prequel to it, it kind of fills in gaps to help you understand the story of season 2. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. I watched Armageddon of Flash recently. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that still watches CW shows. Like I'm stuck to it. So
I mean, I watch All Americans, so I can't judge you.
I didn't know
they're all
running.
They legitimately
Flash is still running.
Yeah, season 8.
Really?
Yeah,
that show is trash.
Look,
they
man,
got mad
convoluted
after season 4, bro.
Look, Arrow went down the drain after season 2, and I watched it all the way to the end.
Arrow was good up until season 3, season 4. Season 4 is not bad.
Oh, you guys, no.
Come on,
stop that noise. Season 2, once they completed, semi-completed Slade storyline and that shit, it went down the drain. That shit was fire for the time, but now it's all so.
I feel like it was just the Slade shit was just so fire that the next shit.
Yeah, you can't compare.
But it wasn't a bad storyline. It's just if they would have put that storyline in front of the Slade, it would have been better. But
yeah,
that's neither here nor there. What are you? Yeah. What we haven't even heard what you're watching.
I mean,
that's what he said. A whole bunch of shit.
What you're playing? Sorry, what you're playing? My bad.
Playing Halo. I recently got Nier Replicant version 1.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's so Nier Automata. No, because bro, like they're hard to pronounce because it's Automata, like but it's Nier Automata.
Andromeda.
No. Automata.
If you listen, actually bet it's on GamePass. Go look up Nier Automata. Go play Nier Automata.
That's a really dope experience.
Yeah, it's really good. If you like action
RPGs.
action adventure RPG, yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that feel from it. And then Nier Replicant is basically the prequel, but a remake of the prequel from 2010, I believe it was. And Replicant essentially just took elements from Automata and threw it into this remake to make it really good.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, so I've been
rocking. Let us know how that one. How that one is once you start playing it.
I got 15 hours in, and I'm probably not even like 30% of the story because I love doing side quests first. Halo, I've been playing the Diamond remake as well.
Oh, you're playing Pokemon too?
Pokemon Diamond remake, and that's it. And then for reading, I'm reading regular My Hero. I have to finish Vigilantes. I think I'm on like second chapter. And then
but you have to start it. What you mean finish?
I mean, I got to go back and finish.
Yeah, what book are you on? The first book?
The first chapter, nigga.
Oh my god!
I started it, never came back because that's when I was catching up on My Hero, and they was going through the war. So you already know how that going. And then I'm reading Tokyo Revengers still, and Attack on Titan comes back Sunday.
It does.
So
I'm waiting until it's dubbed, but I am
waiting. He said I'm waiting to dub. You know I'm not doing all that.
Hey,
I can't do all that.
Good luck to y'all niggas, man.
Speaking of which, also I am watching the Attack on Titan original anime DVDs. So when the seasons came out on the Blu-ray, they had like special edition episodes, so like OVAs essentially. Mm. They dropped all 9 of them from all of the seasons on Crunchyroll and Funimation now, so you can watch them back from season. I think there's 9 that you can watch all 9 of them, and they span across season 1 to season 3. and they just kind of like fill inside. So it's like one side story is about Levi and his come up. Like you know how they talked about how Levi came from the slumps and shit, but like the original episode gives you 2 episodes on how he became the GOAT essentially before becoming the GOAT. Like he didn't get training through scouts. Like he went into the scouts a GOAT as it is, and essentially the episode fills in the gap with that.
Because of his uncle.
It's not the uncle. Before the uncle, even without the uncle, bro. Yeah, these 2 episodes. They talk about him when he had his own gang. Like Levi.
The ones that just dropped.
Yeah, they're literally they fill in gaps. If you think he's the GOAT on the surface, nigga, wait till you watch and see how he was on the underground.
That's crazy.
So like it's essentially episodes like that. So it's 9 of them. They're all on Funimation and Crunchyroll. So something to hold you over until season returns, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Yo, talking about that underground and overground on Attack on Titan. Why did niggas not live underground?
I was actually going to ask the same thing.
So they talk about that in the episode and they explain what happened. Essentially, the underground, that was the plan. They planned to make an underground civilization where they can go underground and avoid the Titans, but they stopped the project and never went back to it. So the underground essentially became the slums. And a lot of people who are down there like criminals, poor people who can't afford to live on the top. Like, believe it or not, on the top, you have to have like a permit to live up there. So all of the rejects and whatnot.
I'm living downstairs.
Nah, but like they don't get sunlight down there, and it's so bad that.
And I'm not gonna get eaten either.
Yeah, bro, but you're gonna be mad weak.
I'm not gonna get a Titan and be like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's dope because they explained that, like, why, what the fuck, that was the plan, and they just never went through, which is stupid to me.
Yo, Titans used to go to the city and pluck niggas like fucking grape.
Not over the wall. Colossal Titan was the first time they had ever gotten over the wall like that. He was fucking humongous.
But excuse me, it happened. If I'm downstairs, I'm good.
Yeah, but they would never think that was going to happen, bro, because they've never seen the Titan that big. But Rene,
sucks to be them.
Rene has to go.
Well, let's come back. Let's come back to that.
Go ahead, Rene. Go ahead.
Rene, what are you watching?
One of the Titans started gardening, then all the people under are screwed.
What are you watching and what are you playing, bro?
What the fuck this nigga just said, bro?
What are you watching and what are you playing, bro?
So I'm watching. I'm on the final season of the Wayans Brothers, and I've also been watching Spider-Man animated series. It picked up after the second season. After like second and a half, second season and a half, you could start to see that they got a rhythm, and they're just like, we got this. So right now it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. But I know it's about to get canceled.
My boy just
but I know
me,
it's about to get
if you're eating a shitty steak, just keep eating the steak. It's still steak, bro. It's just, shitty.
It's just shitty.
I'm not gonna watch no fucking.
Well done. That's all it is.
But what's the other one that you said? You said you're watching Spider-Man?
Spider-Man animated, like
90s animated series.
90s.
Oh, that's our shit. That's my joint right there.
Yo, so they were making fun of that shit.
Time.
They were making fun of that shit on TikTok. They were like, the Spider-Man, when he was Peter Parker, he had his teenage regular voice. But then when he's Spider-Man, his voice is mad deep and he talks like this.
His voice don't change. What you talking about?
Yeah, it does.
In the animated series? No. His voice is the same. He was
talking
shit.
I might be talking about the 80s.
Is consistent.
I might be
the 80s one I have not seen. But that
the 80s one. The 90s animated Spider-Man Arrow.
That shit was the best. The best.
I was tripping out when Paladin shows up. Because I'm just like, yo, that's the Joker.
Yo, let's finish doing this so we can start talking. Because every time we put something up, we start yapping.
Yeah. You could tell we all haven't been here in a while.
It's been a long time when everybody's together, bro.
Yeah, everybody's dying to say some shit.
What you playing? Spider-Man animated. My girl's watching Harry Potter for the first time, so we on like the last 2-3 movies. She just turned on Super yesterday, so finally hit the Tournament of Power. She keeps saying, let's turn it off after this one episode, so we're there right now. In terms of playing, I just started playing Diamond. I am way too overpowered. I just got my 4th gym badge, but my Pokemon are like at level 45 right now.
You're already
you
at level
wow.
45.
I'm not playing.
Yo,
Why are you
no,
grinding
bro.
so
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
much,
bro.
With fucking
Why?
What are you
Bro,
training
it's-
for?
bro,
XP.
Pokemon. Don't question it, bro. Everybody got their playstyle.
Yo, hold
nah,
on.
nigga. And not with XP, like, share. Like, what that shit?
Bro, I fought my rival. This guy throws out his starter. I already had my Infernape.
He
Unnecessary,
grinding too
bro.
much. He grinding too much.
First badge, I already had Monferno. It already evolved.
You're nuts.
You well.
I'm not playing with
So
this.
let me ask
I'm the
everyone
same,
this.
yeah.
Everyone
Bro.
that has a Switch that has a Pokemon game. Do you play that Pokemon game on the TV or in the handheld?
I do.
Handheld.
I just got the Switch and I never played on the TV until now. I've only done it twice and it's still awesome every time.
I'm gonna tell you something. Finish saying what you're saying. Let John go, and I'm gonna tell you why I play on TV, bro.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I'm playing that, and that's really what I'm playing, honestly. In terms of reading, I just finished Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
I can tell you some stuff about it if you want, but
Don't spoil it for me.
yeah. No, I won't spoil it, but just know that the movie kind of did. The writers in that comic book, they got tired of people's criticism, and they kind of like do like a big fuck you to the people. So they did that in the movie as well with Toby acknowledging Andrew. So just saying, but yeah, that's all I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Finally, we had John. What's up, John?
I'm gonna put the for the One Piece thing. I'll put the hat back on, but my arms were killing me holding my headphones up this whole time.
I saw you.
My elbow
like
was dying. I'm just like,
It was like
looking like a douchebag
because they won't stay on. I have to hold them on my head, or I can't hear shit. Because the damn hat.
What
so
are
I
you
told you it's
watching
only
and
for
what
that
are you
segment.
playing, bro?
You asked if I play the Pokemon game on the TV or on the handheld.
I did ask that, but we can answer.
And then nobody else answered. You were like, all right.
No, John. Everyone said the handheld.
I didn't answer.
You're
the only person that didn't answer. So
because everybody was talking.
All right. So what's your answer?
Both.
Hold on.
Both.
Hold on. Where's my?
Where the drop at?
Here we go. The wah. That's what he wants to play.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. Come on. Yeah, you took too long. It's not funny anymore.
It's not funny anymore.
It's okay. You took too long. Next time. You'll get him next time.
John, that
was perfect.
What are you watching?
It's a hard life, man.
Yeah.
It's a hard life
for us. Today I got to see a couple episodes of season 5 of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is awesome. If you guys haven't started watching,
I've heard such great reviews. I've only seen one of the Karate Kids, so I've seen.
If I were you,
and I really liked it. By the way,
I would watch 1, 2, and 3.
And I've seen Jaden Smith's one, and I like that one too. By the way,
it's just a reboot. It's just its own thing.
One.
But
there were things in that shit that pissed me off. But it was a good movie. But there were things that pissed me off.
Yes, there were things that were some bullshit. But overall,
back to banana.
It's important for you to watch Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 because Cobra Kai makes a shit ton of references to the original movies. This is a legitimate continuation. Of the story. So it makes, I'm just telling you that the characters will make straight up references to things that happened or conversations that happened in the movies.
In the 80s.
Yes. And sometimes you'll get an actual flashback of like legitimate film footage. And it's pretty cool how they put it into perspective. Right. But sometimes they'll just mention things like, you remember when so-and-so said that last time. It's just like, you would have to have seen the movie to know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay. But it's good. Watch it if you're interested. Just Cobra Kai, One Piece, and I feel like I was watching something else. Nah, just whatever things that we put on in the barbershop to kill time. So in general, I've seen probably a shit ton of movies. But that's really it. I've been playing a combination of a bunch of shit, but I've been mainly playing Guardians of the Galaxy. and I am now officially on the last part of the game.
Is it good?
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Is it like Avengers? Because those loading screens.
No. Well, I play on a Series X, so I don't really get loading screens for most of the games that I play. Some games do still have somewhat of a loading screen, but most of them don't now. So I wouldn't know if the Xbox One version does have loading screens. But so far, this game has been phenomenal in terms of what kind of a story they gave us. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible Guardians of the Galaxy story. And in my opinion, because they spent so much time fleshing out all of the Guardians and the way that they made the game work, like the way the mechanics are, you become more attached to these Guardians than you did the MCU version of the Guardians. Like you definitely like these characters a lot. The voice actors don't disappoint at all. They're not trying to sound like their MCU counterparts either. Maybe except for Rocket, but it's just that it's great. The actors did great. The fighting is a little clunky. It takes a long time to get used to how you fight. But if you can look past how clunky the fighting is, the game is actually really fun. Just could be a little frustrating at times, or maybe feel a little tedious because of the fight mechanic. But it's a good time. Try it out if you're interested. So just Guardians of the Galaxy on Xbox, and then I'm playing my first like full playthrough, because I never did one, of Pokemon Sun on the 3DS. I never played through Alola. I got past the first island challenge when I started it originally, and I guess maybe at the time I wasn't feeling it, so I put it down and never picked it back up. And I don't have the new Diamond and Pearl remake just yet. I was holding off a little while. I think I'm going to pick up Arceus first.
That's what I'm doing.
And then play that one, and then go to the Diamond and Pearl remakes, because I've heard from anybody that's ever played it that they are garbage. They are terrible, horrible remakes. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people.
I don't know about y'all.
I don't know about y'all, dog. That shit fire.
Yo, facts.
That shit's fire.
So
if you like Red and Blue, it's fire. Like, it's to the original. Obviously, you got. So I don't. I'm sorry to go joke. Even though they got the little perks of the shit they add to it to make it a little bit more modern, it's literally more. It's like a faithful Red and Blue like remake. Like, it's pretty damn good.
Agreed.
Well, I would assume you mean Diamond and Pearl, because you kept saying Red and Blue.
No, I'm saying it's similar.
Like the way that it's redesigned.
Pretty much, yeah. It's to the T. It's not very. It's just remade, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, I heard there's like a lot of nuance that's messed up with it, but for the most part, I just hear really bad things about the game, so I haven't really been excited to jump into it. So I've been more waiting for Arceus. And in the meantime, since I was doing a lot of stuff with my Pokemon games, I was just like in the mood to play an actual Pokemon game, because I've been playing like Pokemon Go more recently. And I originally wanted to pick this one up and play my Alpha Sapphire, because I never really did a full playthrough of this one either. And then for some reason, this cartridge just doesn't want to work. Just doesn't want to work. I've read online that this batch of 3DS cartridges just were a little fucked up, and they kind of went out anyway. And some of the cartridges just don't work after a while.
But
they just go bad.
It might be gone.
I can't say that it will or will not be there. I don't know.
This is Golden Crystal all over again. What the fuck? Are you serious?
So that's just what I read, was that some of these cartridges are just bad from this generation of cartridges this year.
It's not
like
that.
when they,
you know what that is? That's Nintendo. That's Nintendo act like Apple. You know what's gonna happen? Yeah, it stops working right now, but in 2 years you're gonna get another remake for the Switch.
No, right? There you go.
That's how it works, bro.
They disabled the content.
They disabled it. Yup.
They sent a signal out. That's crazy.
Imagine. But so I haven't been able to play Alpha Sapphire. So I was like, all right, I didn't successfully play through Sun and Moon. Let's give the Island Challenge a fucking try.
Yeah,
So
before Nintendo cuts that shit out too.
yeah, right. So so I've been playing Pokemon Sun for a while. And I miss playing like an actual mainline Pokemon game. So because it satisfies that itch, I'm enjoying it. But man, I don't think I'm gonna like this one when I'm done with it.
Sun and Moon was like a shift.
Yeah, this one in particular, just I don't know if I'm gonna like it when I'm finished, because it's giving me more of like, oh boy, more of this than it is kind of like, wow, I'm having such a great time battling and training.
Sheesh,
I'm just like,
this?
fuck, more of this. Like, it's just.
You should try X and Y.
I beat X and Y.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Yeah, X and Y, in my opinion, was really good.
Yeah, I had fun with that one. I've played through that one. I just never replayed it. I finished it once and then I put it down.
There's nothing else after that.
Yeah,
so it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I finished it and I was just like, oh, that was great. Put it on my shelf and I never touched it again.
Okay.
Well, but yeah, so just a whole lot of Pokemon and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Perfect. All right, my guy.
Yep.
Yeah, so you could just hop right into the next piece, unless Crispin wants.
No, I was gonna explain why I said that I would prefer to play Pokemon on a TV.
So
the reason I prefer to play Pokemon on a TV.
Let me re-ask the question first for those who are just.
Go ahead.
Just tuning in.
The question I asked was, if you for those who play Pokemon games on their Switch, do you play it on the television or do you play it handheld? And I feel like most people will most likely say handheld because that's how we grew up playing Pokemon games. I can't fathom myself playing that shit on the TV. I don't know why.
I really enjoy playing Sword and Shield on the TV.
Bro.
Sword and Shield on the TV was great.
Listen.
Especially with the Gigantamax battles.
When they announced that Pokemon was gonna be in the Switch, right? And then I seen the third person type of shot, niggas walking and shit. I was like, there ain't no way I'm not playing this on my TV.
Yeah, like the first time you get like a mainline Pokemon game that's like for a home console.
Shit, and I was just like, wait, I love GTA. I love seeing my dude with the clothes I put on that nigga running around, shooting niggas down, blah, 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 whatever, right? That's GTA shit. Imagine me putting my dude from Pokemon, lit as hell, and then going to the gym and fucking somebody up, and I can see that nigga in detail, dog. I'm excited, dog. I was like, fuck that. I'm only playing this shit on TV. No, that's too small. Nigga. I have the ability to put it on a TV. That's what I'm doing.
I'm not saying
the portability for me is at a convenience.
It's great.
Like if I can't be in front of the TV, I'll pick it up and I'll really play on the couch, or I'll bring it with me.
You gotta realize, Pokemon fans have wanted this since Nintendo 64. You were able to put the cartridge into the controller
and use your Pokemon party.
And you would play. You had to have Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2, and you could play the actual Game Boy game on the screen. Then the GameCube comes out. They have this thing
the Game Boy
where you connect it from the bottom and put the Game Boy Advance.
It was an actual Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
they put a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
they put a Game Boy Advance in that shit. That's really what it is. The PCB on the inside, it's a Game Boy Advance that puts output instead of to a screen, it puts it to the GameCube. And the GameCube puts it to the TV.
Why do you think I'm so excited for this Pokemon?
And now we got it on the Switch.
Why do you think I'm so excited for Legends Arceus, bro? Open world. Not going through this trail. No. I can go left, right, up, down, wherever I was.
Professor Oak not stopping you and telling you, hey, they're going to attack. They're going to kill you.
Nah, I think Arceus is good because it's literally going to be the most, and this sounds stupid, the most realistic Pokemon game you could play.
That's right.
Because now it's like these dudes are in the wild.
Wait, which game?
The new one about to come out, the 28th. The 28th. Just remember,
Pokemon
the 28th
Legends
of January. You need to get that game, bro.
You're going to play the Hisuian region. and you literally, it's like it's nothing like any of the Pokemon. You don't like you literally got to go and like battle your Pokemon and research them, but it's like Breath of the Wild battling them in a sense. Like you could throw shit at them to bait them, and them niggas will attack you. Like not like Pokemon Sword and Shield where they come and they grab you and then now you're in a battle. It's like no, the Pokemon charge.
Yo, your food. Physically, bro. What are you doing?
Your food. And you gotta catch them, and you gotta like there's like some Pokemon are timid, but some Pokemon are aggressive, so they're not just gonna go down with the fight. Like you have to like wind them down. Like it's crazy.
Bro. The only thing I don't want them to do is how you could ride the deer Pokemon. I don't know that nigga name. If I can't get on an Arcanine or any other Pokemon that I could get on, like in regular,
they showed you a lot of footage of that though. They showed you a whole bunch of Pokemon you can ride throughout.
But on Arcanine, I'm talking about because they showed you one in the water, the little fish Pokemon, whatever the fuck. They show you the bird, but it's the same bird, same fish, and same. They didn't show nobody else.
Which I'm not mad at because I feel like they were trying to save it like. We have more surprises.
Hopefully, that's what I want to happen. I want like if I have an Arcanine and I'm like, nah, I don't want this deer ass nigga. Like, I want Arcanine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want or Ninetales or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
but
because of the region and because it takes place like years before, was it Sinnoh? I believe it was.
I think it
takes years before Sinnoh. You're not gonna be able to get every Pokemon. So, like the Growlithe we see are Hisuian Growlithe.
But what I'm trying to say is the Pokemon that we have that are big enough for us to ride like horses, right?
Yeah.
Let us do that. Don't strain us to one Pokemon only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. It all depends on what they're gonna allow.
Same thing with flying. Same thing with flying. Like if I have a Charizard and I want my Charizard to, you know what I'm saying? My Charizard.
It's gonna depend on which Pokemon they actually give us because they're not gonna give us all of them.
Oh, Macky about to pull up gameplay. Oh shit!
Yeah, I think he wants to show us.
He wanted to ride Ninetales, but then use horses as an example.
Yeah, we see.
A little laggy.
It's a little laggy, but it's all good. You know what I've been. You know what I've been hearing. You know what I've been hearing. What is this? Who's this guy?
Riding. What are you listening to?
See this guy right here, this dude right here.
That's Stantler.
That's Stantler, but they still wouldn't evolve of it.
I don't want him to be the only one. That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't because they can't show us everything.
No, obviously, but that's what I'm putting out there. I do not want him to be the only one.
I love this
I would be
style,
disappointed.
though. Like this feudal Japan
aesthetic
for Pokemon always works, which is why I really like Johto.
You know what I've been hearing?
Japan inspired.
I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the graphics or whatever, but I'm not expecting Pokemon to look like.
No, I think this is a great direction for it. It's still cartoony, but it's like kind of realistic. It's Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks Nintendo. And considered what we've gotten in the past, this is a great graphical style in my opinion.
It matches with the region, so I'm gonna fuck with it. Like even the Pokeballs is all like it's specific to that generation. So
the time period they're being sensitive to they're
being sensitive to the details. See this Pokemon, like I don't want
the Braviary.
I don't want him to be the only Pokemon.
Something like these. These look like ride Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like Rene, you played through Sun and Moon, right?
And not all the way. I stopped at the first guy, but it seems like we're gonna be stuck to. Oh, he's the one you ride. Oh,
it reminds me of ride Pokemon. Like when you want to surf, you can't surf in Sun and Moon. It's like get on the ride Lapras. The Lapras has like a harness.
That's how you surf.
Yeah, and that's how you surf.
To me, I think they should remove that. At least in the next generation of this game, if it's like that in this game, the next generation.
Look at that fucking Ursaring charging at you.
You see that?
Jesus Christ!
You got shot. This is the manga.
But you see that?
He said, "This is the manga."
This is not seriously in the manga. Well, you think you're gonna survive when a Gyarados hyper beams you? No, nigga, you die.
You dead, bro.
That's what it looks like they're doing.
I want to be in the water.
I think they're gonna allow us to ride
you know
a Gyarados. Yeah, I think it's just for what they're showing us.
Look at.
Yo, what a
come on, bro.
spot.
So what I've been hearing is about the actual details of like in the grass and bullshit like that. I'm like, what are you
Bro,
guys
it's Pokemon, bro. Have they ever played a Pokemon game?
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm looking at the YouTube videos and I'm like, what are y'all talking about right now? Can y'all just pay attention that Pokemon made an open world game? Never happened.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
I'm hyped just because of
one together, because it's coming out at the end of this month. We're gonna be able to talk about it soon.
Everybody copying it? Everybody playing it?
I'm gonna get it because I still haven't turned on my OLED.
Everybody got to switch. Everybody got to switch, right?
I gotta be Diamond first.
That should be quick.
Don't even, bro. You at 40.
You're already like at the end of the game level wise. Just hurry up.
I just got my fourth badge like before jumping on the podcast.
Because tu jode mucho, you want to fucking grind your life away. Just fucking play the game. Goddamn it.
I am playing the game.
Play the fucking game. No, you're grinding.
I'm enjoying.
I enjoy the grind. It's always fun to grind. Because if you knock it out beforehand, then you appreciate the whole game by the time you're ready to go to the story.
You want to know why I'm grinding? Because I never played Sinnoh. This was my brother's favorite game. He always played Diamond. And I decided, you know what? Let me do a run through when I had Platinum. Bro, I got to the Elite Four. The first guy, I was probably at like level 50.
Yeah, it's a huge, steep, like,
I lost.
The difficulty changes immediately when you get to the Elite Four.
I played this man 5 times. I beat him once. I went to the second guy of the Elite Four. I have no idea what the rest of his team is because that first one took me out. I'm not playing with these guys, bro.
You just booty cheeks. Back in the days, you had to grind. Now you don't have to.
No, I decided to run.
You still have to.
You still have to.
Not like back in the day, though. Back in the day, there was no shared XP.
Back in the day, it was hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day was the hardest shit. But the thing is that I ran through Platinum to see what it was about because my brother loved it so much. But I should have never ran through it. I should have grinded through it because you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, you should always like moderately grind. Like I moderately grind in between gym badges.
Yeah, you get up a couple levels. So when you get to the next gym badge,
max like 10 levels above the gym leader that I'm gonna face. Like,
you know what?
And then that's it. You move on to the next one.
You know what I really enjoyed?
This nigga had 40 in the fourth.
Bro, them niggas in the fourth are like 20.
He's demolishing all of the Diglett in Diglett's cave. Like just
fucking asshole.
Demolishing every Diglett to have ever
existed.
Oh, that's the thing. I have not ran away from a single wild battle. Everyone
bugging.
Everybody in this game can get the sauce. Everybody can get
even wild niggas. Y'all wild.
My girl saw me playing. She was like, "Did you just punch a ponyta?" I was like,
"Come in."
Everybody's getting their shit punched.
He's like a Pikachu popped up. Come in.
Not punch. Everybody.
Get in line, Pikachu. Get in line.
Jesus Christ.
But there is something else that happened that we have not spoken about on this podcast.
What did it do?
I didn't do it.
Actually, this kind of concerns you because they probably listening to you over there. Praise Microsoft for their Game Pass, but PlayStation recently came out and said they are going to do a Game Pass like thing that Microsoft is doing. So let's give Johnny B a round of applause because he must have been speaking this into fruition because he's always talking up about.
It's just a smart thing to do.
So let's give him a round of applause.
Let's have a legit conversation about it though. But do you really think PlayStation needs to do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they do, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think they do.
I'm gonna tell you why. One word. Exclusive games are running out. That's going to be a thing of the past very soon. Because nobody's going to want to do this exclusive game shit anymore, bro.
So you think not when PlayStation buying them studios and having them make the games exclusive?
I'm telling you, bro.
I'll tell you right now.
But they'll lose money though.
Exclusivity is only going to get worse.
Think about it.
Hold on. Think about it like this though, right?
It's not going away anytime soon.
But peep game though. Look at Game Pass, right? And look at the exclusivity. Think about how now Xbox is. If you looked at a majority of the new, I'm going off of last year's, I believe it was E3 or the last year's presentations. Majority of the new Xbox games that were coming out were getting pushed to Game Pass immediately. Getting pushed.
Shawny,
okay.
Hold up. There's PlayStation Now and there's PlayStation Network. What is the difference between both of those with Game Pass? Because I have both. I have all the exclusives on there. I get a bunch of stuff.
PlayStation Now, if you want me to talk about between PlayStation Now and Game Pass blows PlayStation Now out the park because Game Pass gives you quality games and newer games that just came out. So you're not really
a variety
of it. PlayStation Now. No, I can't say the word right. Fuck it, man.
Yeah,
that's one of those
I feel you. It's all good. I feel you.
So here's another thing to consider, right? When you're looking at the games library between the two.
John about to be in his bag.
Oh no,
John about to be in his bag.
I'm about to go hard too. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
I got some other things to say. Go ahead.
You gotta look at a lot of Sony's legacy content. Isn't necessarily things that their own studios have put together. There were projects that were licensed by smaller studios that were put out that had exclusive rights under Sony's entertainment brand. But a lot of those games have timed out of exclusivity, like for a long time, just because of business negotiations. We only really saw like Square games showing up on Sony's platform. But now that they don't really have that exclusivity, like Square is releasing their games on all platforms. And now Microsoft's, Square Enix, because back in the day it was Squaresoft and then it became Square Enix. So all of those Square IPs still belong to them, even with the merger. So it's just like that's just an example of stuff that you could only play on a PlayStation that isn't exclusive to them anymore. So since they don't have the exclusivity, like it's not an IP that they own, you're really only going to see the stuff that PlayStation directly owns. Like we own God of War, we own Spider-Man, The Last of Us, Horizon, those types of franchises that are Uncharted. That are all like those
Ratchet
PlayStation, Ratchet and Clank that are like PlayStation icons.
By the way, they're making an Uncharted movie. I don't know if y'all.
Starring Tom Holland.
Yeah,
and
that's my guy. That's my guy. Tom Holland is my guy.
I think
that boy in the 360, baby.
Yo, give me. Let me tell y'all something.
Give that nigga
about
a break.
why I think it's a good idea for PlayStation to do a Game Pass sort of thing, right? You know how many people have Game Pass that do not have an Xbox? That's money for Microsoft.
You can play. You can. That was.
You can play it on your tablet,
which is a good segue.
You can play it on your tablet.
Now I got a counterpoint for that.
Cloud and PC. Give me a second. Cloud and PC. All separate but slowly becoming equal libraries, right? Where you have a choice where you're paying for this online subscription anyway. You get your library at 3 completely different places. I play Game Pass games on my gaming laptop. I do play with a Bluetooth controller on my Android phone. And then I play the games off of my Xbox Series X. So I try to get the most out of the service. The cloud setup that Microsoft has is really, really good. The games are usually pretty stable. Only some really, really graphically intensive games kind of struggle with it. But your internet connection plays a big factor in that. If you got slow internet, your stream's going to be booty no matter what game it is. But just the way that the service as a whole works is great. Like Juice was talking not too long ago about Scarlet Nexus. Was a game that came out that he was really interested in playing. And then only a few months, maybe like 3 months after the game came out, it was already on Game Pass. And this was still $60 on the shelf, maybe $50 by that point. Maybe after those 3 months, GameStop will have it on sale for $49.99.
Think about it like this. You were gonna buy that game. That is $60, and that game officially went into Game Pass. What you do, you go to Game Pass, you log into the Game Pass. You don't want to pay the $60. You want to pay whatever Game Pass is priced on.
You're just trying it out. Wow, this was great. I'm gonna play the whole thing because I can. Or wow, this sucked.
Now,
glad I didn't pay for it.
Game Pass.
Now here's the thing.
Listen,
Game Pass, we're taking games off Game Pass. That's something that they're notorious for.
Give me a second. So you play the game in Game Pass. You play the game in Game Pass, right? Boom. You take, but let's say you're a working man. It takes you 4 months to play the game. You already paid
like
the $60. You already paid the $60.
Now,
but listen, you find another game. You find another game that you didn't know existed. But since you have Game Pass, you're staying in Game Pass because it's in Game Pass. That's another $15 that Microsoft got from you.
Mm-hmm.
You only wanted that one game, but you found another game inside of Game Pass that you like, so you're gonna stay there. And then they put another game.
Bro, the amount of shit to play in that Game Pass library is
and you're
ridiculous.
only paying that monthly to pay all.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now
it's like a Netflix account on steroids.
Yeah, that's what I. That's
so PlayStation. So PlayStation did do the same thing with PlayStation Now. The thing is the library for PlayStation Now cannot compete with Game Pass library.
Microsoft also has money to blow. Microsoft as a corporation is functioning a lot differently than Sony is. We forget that Sony's an international company. Yeah, they have an American division that handles their business here in America, but they're still a Japanese corporation. And, you know, the way that they like to do business is going to be different than Microsoft's mega rich American money bags type of mentality. Microsoft will buy exclusivity from anybody as long as they say, yeah, we'll give it to Xbox first. Microsoft is saying, good, I need shit for Game Pass. They freaking paid to put Game Pass the day it came out, the day the fucking game dropped. They put MLB the show 2021.
Well, they did that with no, they didn't.
It was for free to play. If you had Game Pass on Xbox, you could just download and play MLB The Show, which is
full game
made by PlayStation Studios.
They did that with PlayStation as well. I'm not sure if it was the exact game.
No, it wasn't free because Xbox paid for that. Xbox paid so that they could have it on their service. You had to pay for it to play it on PlayStation.
Which is cool. But so with the pricing model going down the line, let's keep it G. I specifically finally bought my Series X only because Halo came out. That was the only reason that I waited. When Sony dropped the PS5, I bought it day one. The thing about it that I look at it is while Game Pass is for the consumer, it's the best thing ever, depending on how you do it. Because I paid $90 and I got Game Pass for 3 years. The hack is out there. It's a lot of people. It's well known. I even think Microsoft can't even stop it at this point. $90 you could drop, right? It covers you.
Wait, don't give this hack right now, please. This is
let me finish. It don't matter if I say it right now. I still got to explain it.
Yeah, okay.
But either way, you could literally pay $90. Boom, get Game Pass for 3 years. Now, this is assuming you're somewhat tech savvy. You can watch a YouTube video and follow it, right? So assuming that all of us right here were 5 consumers, we all did the deal. That's $90 for 3 years. Game Pass charges you what? 35? Like what's the going rate for Game Pass regular?
For Game Pass Ultimate, which is the PC cloud and all that other shit, is $45 every 3 months.
Oh,
so when you break it down,
you're looking at $180
it equals $15 a month.
15 a month, so 15 times 10, 150. So you're looking at 180. Was that 180 a year? So 3 years. Look at the savings you got on that right there. So boom. When you look at PlayStation alone, was a PlayStation Plus. Honestly, most people get PlayStation Plus. It's pretty damn sure. What is it? Drop it. It's like $60. Most of the time you can get it for like 60 a year. You could probably get it for like the lowest $30 if you're lucky. 35, 39 is more realistic a year.
Black Friday they'll do like 50. I've only seen it once for 45. But
because I've never paid no more than 40 for my PlayStation Now.
Oh wow!
That being
For
again,
a year?
this for a year. Yeah, I never paid more than $40. Most of the time I get it for $35, $30, and that's not even talking Black Friday. That's just
when are you buying this? Because I'm paying $60 a year.
Console deals, slick deals, bro. They drop, bro. You just gotta look. It should be out there. I check console deals every other day. That being
Platinum
said,
Shawny for you, nigga.
that being said,
Shawny.
I look at it when I'm looking at it, the quality. If you take away Game Pass, right? Game Pass is giving you some exclusives, but nothing to really fan home about. Just games that you can just go play. It works out for you if you're not the type of person that wants to go and spend $60 on a game, or you don't play a lot of games, you just want to have a library.
You can literally buy a game, buy a console, and then pay $15 a month to have a service to now play as many games as you want. Over 100 games,
and that's
including EA games as well.
That's assuming you play.
EA Play is included in Game Pass Ultimate. With regular Game Pass,
but Shawny,
I mentioned $14.99. So
listen to this.
And if you're getting Game Pass, I'm sorry, let me just say this. If you're getting Game Pass, you might as well get Ultimate. Do not waste your time on the $10 one, because you get like 100 more games for $5 more. It just makes sense.
And the reason why I say Sony still don't need it, because even with how great Game Pass is,
you don't think that? Wait, so you don't think that Sony needs it?
I don't. In my opinion, if you're looking at the amount of
they do.
I don't think they do. All right, you want to know why I don't think they do? Look at the console sales right now. If you drop a PlayStation 5 right now and a Series X, and I can tell you because you know me, I monitor the sales.
PlayStation 5 is winning.
PlayStation 5 is still winning, even with Game Pass out there, bro.
So no, that's cool. But
hear me. Let me finish though. Hear me out. Mm-hmm. Right? Boom. If you see the PlayStation 5 drop right now, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. GameStop throughout the holiday was doing the in-store drops, right? So most GameStops got about 60 PlayStation 5s. Dog, the PlayStation 5s gone in a fucking day. Instant.
Shawny,
Let me finish. Let me finish. Damn, nigga.
Go ahead, nigga.
I know what y'all gonna say. Let me just get it out, and then we can roll the punches.
Go ahead.
Even with that, Series X did the same thing. GameStop had to tweet it out to the public. Yo, a day, 2 days after. Hey, we still got Series X consoles still available. And I understand you're gonna say, yeah, Game Pass is on the PC and available. Game Pass is on the Android and available to play with the Bluetooth controller. Cool.
With your Xbox One.
With your Xbox One. Cool. Even with that, Sony is still blowing out the ballpark with console sales if you're looking at the war. With all that being said, that's part of the reason why I say that Sony does not need it is because the consoles are still selling, dog. People are buying. Listen,
Shawny,
hold on.
No, Shawny.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just have other stuff to add.
I know, and I know what you're gonna hit me, but I'm just spitting straight facts.
No, I'm about to switch. I'm about to switch this shit for you right now.
In the grand scheme of things, how sustainable will Game Pass be going down the?
I'm gonna actually explain all of that.
Yes, that's what I'm about to tell you right now.
All right,
listen,
well,
bro.
let me finish my fucking point.
No, Shawny, you're done. You're not. What are you saying, bro?
I'm not saying nothing, Shawny. We know what you're saying.
Y'all don't even have the shit I like. Y'all don't like, so it's always a norm.
Listen, bro.
I'm always in the negative, and
listen, Shawny, listen.
You said, I don't like what y'all
niggas like. I'm about to tell you why you are not wrong, but at the same time, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
This shit.
Wrong.
The reason why.
Let me preface it. I have Game Pass.
I thought Shawny was still explaining it.
No, he's done.
Yeah, let me fucking finish. No, nigga, you telling me I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh my god!
Niggas
get it off.
Go ahead.
All I got my last thing to say, niggas, is even with the Game Pass and what it's doing, my nigga, people are still buying places just to play Spider-Man alone, and that's just one fucking game.
It don't even have DLC.
One fucking game. My nigga, they still dropping trailers from a year ago to promote the shit. It's so stupid, and I don't know how people keep falling for it. But it's amazing how they can still do. It's kind of like how Apple will do. Apple will drop something.
I was literally about to talk about
Apple.
that.
It's Apple and Android.
I know my phone stuff.
It's the same shit, bro. Apple will drop the same shit that Android had out for years.
The iPhone
and that shit
13
will still
is the
do what it's
iPhone
doing.
12.
Listen,
It's the
All
same
I'm about
phone.
to tell you this right now, Shawny.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you this right now, bro.
Go, because then I
reason
want to
why-
explain my shit.
The reason why you're wrong is
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
is because
Here we go. Go ahead.
Game Pass works, and the reason why Sony is looking at doing something like Game Pass is because they know, and what do you call it? Microsoft know that this console shit is about to be out of here in the next maybe 10 years, bro. So, because if you're not paying attention to what everybody's doing with the metaverse, you see that niggas is about to put ourselves into the internet, my nigga. I knew Bonato's about to say this, bro. Because this is happening, son. So you're not gonna tell me. Stop. No, stop. Stop.
I'm good.
Stop.
Listen.
Stop. Just listen.
Just listen. Transfer your conscience to the internet. Go ahead.
Listen. So niggas are literally putting their bodies into the internet. You think niggas is giving a fuck about a console in 10 years? Because that's when the next console wars will be in the next 7 to 10 years or whatever, 5, 6, 7 years. So you think 7 years by now when Facebook really gets this meta shit really working, that niggas is giving a fuck about?
And y'all can all go to the metaverse. I save my eyes in the human verse.
So here's
Come on,
all
son.
Ain't no Black Mirror episode.
You know, I'm good, my nigga. We not Black Mirror out here. You good.
No, before you go on, before you go, John, let me just put my 2 cents on it.
What happened? What happened?
Just remember what happened with Blockbuster. Okay, Netflix came out.
That was
said,
by the way,
Deuce Club.
You don't even need that. Get out of here. He got logic here.
It's the truth. Netflix came out and got him out of here. You buy DVDs now because you want the country, bro.
Bro, listen to me.
You don't even play it on DVD because
let's even talk about Netflix.
So
do you guys know that Netflix is doing gaming now? You can play video games on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't think that's weird, right?
Let me get my point.
Because you can put your hand in the pool doesn't mean you should swim in it.
You're right.
You can.
That's a great quote.
People were saying the same thing when people were saying, "Yo, you could have a cell phone in your pocket." Bro, that shit could give you cancer. Why would you put a cell phone in your pocket? I've had cell phones in my pockets for years, bro. Knock on wood. Hopefully, I will never get cancer from that shit. So what are you talking about, bro? People sounding just like you back in the day saying the same thing.
You sound like an old man, son.
Yeah, you sound like an old man, nigga.
Here's the main difference, in my opinion, in what Sony and Microsoft are doing differently in the current state of gaming, right? In the current,
are they doing it?
They're doing similar things.
Let me get
this off.
64 and the Sega games on the platform.
That's online.
On online platform. So that is
kind of, bro. Everybody's doing similar things.
Everybody's moving towards cloud-based playing, bro.
Similar.
Because that's where we're going next.
Basically, Microsoft is creating an entire ecosystem that's never existed before, where your one Xbox login works basically everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere you can bring this motherfucker. Just if you have this in your hands or whatever, you can play your Xbox games and your actual save file, your cloud data, everything that belongs to your Xbox account will just go with you wherever you have access to the internet. If you have Game Pass Ultimate and you are playing any of the games that are in their library, most of them give you the ability to play through cloud. Not all of them, but most of them do. You can play a game on your console at home, and then if you want to just pick it up wherever you left off when you're at a friend's house or you're at work bumming off the Wi-Fi, you can just pick up a game and pick up exactly where you left off at home. Play on your tablet, play on your computer through the cloud, or actually download the game to your PC if you have a gaming setup and get a better performance out of the game on your actual computer. So they're giving you the ability to just kind of play anywhere you want.
Whenever.
What Microsoft is doing is they're building allies right? They're working with Nintendo. They've ported some of their exclusive Xbox games over to the Nintendo Switch. You can play Cuphead, which is an Xbox exclusive now on the Nintendo Switch. You can play Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
More will come.
You know, they've granted Nintendo. They've granted Nintendo the rights to use the license for rare properties like Banjo and Kazooie. We're getting Banjo and Kazooie.
Hold on. But I'm sorry. You're over here talking about, you get exclusives from thing. I'm like, oh shit. And you're like, yeah, like Cuphead.
They're Xbox exclusive. Cuphead is one of the hardest games you'll ever play in your life.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm not touching that shit.
I have it on the Switch. It's one of the hardest games you'll ever play in your fucking life.
That's the Dark Soul niggas who like to torture themselves for YouTube.
Yes, that is a torture fest. That is die over and over and over and over again until you memorize it.
I'm not, and honestly,
ridiculous.
I'm not mad at what the route that Microsoft is taking, but I still feel like no matter what, it still pans to a demographic. All of that is great, but the average consumer is not doing all of that. And that's and the only thing
they're making it accessible to every average consumer,
but not
because before their demographic were hardcore console gamers that played Halo on Xbox Live, right? So now it's like, okay, how do I get more players? I make the playing experience more convenient. So they're putting together a more consumer friendly type of experience with the service that they provide.
You know that shit was real when you could get when you could have gotten the Xbox when you just signed up for
All Access.
Yeah, you could pay that Xbox. You could pay it monthly with the All Access thing.
Yeah,
that's how you know. They're like, I don't give a damn about the console.
Xbox.
You can take the console, finance the Xbox, but you're paying the exact same amount that you would pay for the service. You just have to pay it for 2 years.
Xboxes?
You can finance it. It's called Xbox All Access, and it'll come with GamePass Ultimate.
You just have to
do it for 2 years. Yeah.
Let me clarify.
I heard every single person talking at the same time, and I heard every single thing that was said. That was actually kind of cool. I was really locked in just now.
I'm not mad at what Xbox is doing. I'm not saying that they're wrong for it. All I'm saying is that it's just certain things works for certain demographics. Nintendo, look at Nintendo, right? Nintendo has still found a way, even in this console war, the motherfuckers is just sitting on the corner like, all right, yo, here's Pokemon, here's Mario, here's the fucking 10th Mario and Sonic at the Olympics and shit.
These games,
and they remake these games, and they got everybody got their own system. Where Xbox has
that's an old gift. It's an old gift where you see like a bus and a truck colliding, and one is Xbox, one is PlayStation, and then you see
it's just
riding through.
Yep. Just walking through. That's Nintendo. They just always found a way.
They're in their own lane.
They play their own niche.
Listen to me right now. The moment that any of those other companies dip their toe into this cloud-based shit, I'm telling you, son, they're going crazy, bro. Do you think that? Why do you think that PlayStation is even like talks of that even have come out? You know, announcements about announcements, bro. But if they're talking about that shit in the boardroom, that means that they already have a plan working that's going to come out probably this year.
I get what you're saying, and I'm telling you, a whole bunch pressure, because even when they were asked about Game Pass, which I believe it was last year, even the head of Sony was like, "Yo, like it works." But for right now, that's just not in our scheme. And you can't knock them when you look at the numbers and the money they still bring it in on consoles alone, dog.
Yes.
I get what
you got.
I'm not saying I get everything. I get what you guys are going to tell me. And I know Game Pass, the future is there. But what I'm telling you from the standpoint, I'm not talking as a Sony fanboy. I'm just speaking just from the outside point of view. No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not because are you talking from the Game Pass point?
No, I don't even have Game Pass.
I'm not a Game Pass fanboy. That's John.
Are you sure?
That's John. I just know what makes more sense for me. That's why I prefer. That's why I prefer that. No, hold on.
Game Pass makes money, bro.
That's why I prefer Xbox. Bro, I have had PlayStation.
Let me ask you one question.
Shawny, I've had PlayStation all my life. I've had a PlayStation 2.
And I've been an Xbox.
I have my 3 here. I have a 4. I'm gonna get a 5, bro. But listen to me right now.
And I still got my Halo Xbox.
The convenience
sitting there,
of me being able to play my game wherever I want to will always be lit. PlayStation tried to do a fake version of that and make it seem like it was like that, but it's not really like that. With that PlayStation Portal
okay, and I get that,
did.
and I'm asking you one simple question. Even without Game Pass up to this point, has Sony's pockets been hurting?
No, but this is why. This is why. I'm going to add to your point because you're correct. Sony is on the winning streak right now. They're coming off of the last console generation as the victor. More people had a PlayStation in their household than not ever before, because the PS2 is still the highest selling PlayStation console, but more and more people had PlayStations in their homes than anybody that had an Xbox. If you had an Xbox, it was because you just enjoyed playing with Xbox. Until they really put out Game Pass, Xbox was really doing poorly against what Sony had put together for that generation. Microsoft fell flat on their face. The release of the Xbox One was terrible. The way that they tried to present it to the consumer and the way that they were restricting backwards compatibility and all types of things really shot Microsoft in their own foot. So Sony is coming off this console generation as the victor. They had the most success, and most of that consumer base is carrying itself over from the PS4 now to the PS5 with high expectations for the gaming experience that they're going to get. The exclusives have kept most of those gamers around, and their experience has been dope because majority of the player base out there all play on the same console. Easier to find friends to play with online. A little bit harder if you're an Xbox player. You're going to more than likely run into more people that play on PlayStation unless you're playing like a cross-platform kind of setup. What we're talking about is how Microsoft isn't as concerned with this generation that we're in right now, the Series X, PS5 generation, as they are in the generation that's coming next. The only reason why I say that is because Microsoft decided it was going to be a good financial decision to split their console into two different demographics, right? If you wanted the top performance and the ability to play any Xbox disc that you had that is compatible with the system, you buy the Series X and you get the most out of the next generation. But if you're the type of person that you just play Call of Duty and 2K, like most of the guys that exist in the world, they just play Call of Duty and 2K. You get 2K with Game Pass, and you get and you could buy Call of Duty or play Warzone or whatever it is that you like to do anyway on the Xbox. And they would buy a Series S to play on their regular TV because not everybody has a 4K, picture perfect TV setup that outputs at 60 frames per second. Like not everybody has a top setup, so they're playing on regular flat screen TVs. And a Series S is going to give them the best possible quality. The box is tiny. It's $200 cheaper than the Series X, and it still has all of the Game Pass ultimate benefit that the Series X has too. You just can't put a fucking disc in it. So like when we're talking about being consumer friendly or being accessible, it's not as important for an Xbox consumer to have a Series X as it is for a PlayStation consumer to have a PS5. You can't get that next generation experience unless you're playing it on the PS5, which is great because it does drive console sales. It drives sales of those IPs because those games are not for free. They don't give them away. You have to pay your way into those experiences. And most people feel like the full price is worth the experience. So a lot of people buy them day one and experience these exclusives, right? And Sony makes their profit from that because they're really good at the games that their studios put out. But Microsoft is eliminating the need for that console by just making it super available everywhere. If you're still playing on an Xbox One X, don't worry about it. Everything still works. You're still playing on the fat VCR Xbox One, don't worry about it. Halo Infinite still works. Yeah, you're not gonna have the same experience.
Good, I'll say that.
Yeah, like you're not gonna have the same exact experience as the person playing on their Series X, but you can play the game. It is available to that consumer. So that person is more inclined to say, I'm going to keep paying for Game Pass because I can still play everything right now on whatever fucking box I have that plays games.
On anything.
So just
on anything. On a PC.
I think about it
phone.
as opening your consumer base to practically everyone is inviting. Like I've had the Game Pass conversation with people that were just like, yo, the only controller I have in the house is my DualShock 4. I said, if you were paying for Game Pass, you could play it on the cloud on your phone or on your PC with a DualShock 4. It works like a regular Bluetooth controller. So it doesn't matter. You don't need an Xbox controller, and you don't necessarily need an Xbox in order to now be an Xbox consumer. So Microsoft is just creating this ecosystem that has invited newer gamers and newer consumers to their platform. Not that I think that Xbox is ever going to outsell the PS5 at this point. I don't think that Microsoft is focusing on that particular aspect of the business.
It's past that, because look, telling someone that you can spend $59.99 plus the $14 or the $15 for Game Pass to play hundreds of games versus paying $500, $600 for a PlayStation 5 plus whatever the game costs, another $70. Which one would you choose if you're telling someone that, or if you're giving a gift? You're like, yeah, I can get you Game Pass. If you're giving a gift for someone that likes games and you're like, oh, okay, I can either get them a controller and get them Game Pass, or I can get them a whole PS5 with a game. Which are you going to choose? I'm definitely going to get them the cheaper option, because they're going to have way more to do versus me giving them one game for a game that they'll now have to buy mad other games for.
But one thing you still have to understand, though, is that even with what Game Pass offers us as it is currently, there are still games out there that people are going to want to play that are not on Game Pass. And they're still going to go and buy it. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say, look, I'm not arguing at any one thing you got to keep in mind. I'm not arguing that Game Pass is not the better investment. I've already said it is. I invested in it myself. All I'm saying is that with all of that being said, at this point in time, yes, if 5 years down the line, I agree, the conversation is going to change with the route that it's going. But at this point in time, with everything that it has, I still don't think Sony at this point in time needs to invest in it with all the exclusives they have coming out. Now, once you start talking about the exclusives, agreed, yes, the exclusives are starting to blend together. Some are becoming time exclusives and whatnot. But that's my only thing. At this point, I still don't think Sony needs to jump into with everything they got coming out. I think they can hold out another 3 years before having to go. And another thing too is with this, if this thing comes out, whatever this Game Pass is, Sony has to put their AAA games on it to start exclusives wise in order for it to do anything at all. Because if you give us the game, all of them, if you give us this thing right now, right? Why the fuck would I
name some games? I want to hear some games you're expecting.
Horizon, the new Horizon needs to be on there. The new God of War needs to be on there. The new Spider-Man needs to be on there. If we're talking game, those three, yes,
no.
To compete
because
with it?
to compete with Game Pass, he's right.
Yes.
Because Xbox is putting everything out day one. They gave you Halo for free.
Halo
they said,
for
play
free
it.
is
Go
a
ahead.
big deal. And like I said, and I every time we come on and we talk about what I play Halo. The only reason why Halo is as popular, well, Halo's always been popular. Let's make that clear. But the only reason that Halo is extremely popular right now is because it's free to play. This is the first time we've had a free-to-play Halo where John could go and log on his PC and get on Halo. Even talk to Goose.
He can log on his phone and play Halo.
Halo. You can.
I've done it. We have great Wi-Fi in the barbershop, and that shit plays smooth. I play online on my cell phone.
So
I play Halo Infinite in the barbershop.
And that's the thing. Halo has been that popular, but if you take that away from it, Halo would not pop as much as it would be. And not for nothing, the saving grace, which is, look at the Xbox, look at the Halo Series X. That's the only Series X at this point that really can't stay in stock, even with the constant restocks.
Oh yeah, because it's the only special edition that's ever came out for it so far.
And it's Halo.
It's the Halo edition. They do one for each console.
Halo is essentially Xbox's bread or butter. It's like the freaking Mario.
It's their Super Mario, Yep. Master Chief is their Super Mario.
And thank God this year that it came out, because if it had not come out, the dip would have dipped even more.
No, but I'm happy that they waited. Imagine if they would have put that game out a year ago.
I'm happy they waited, but if they would have pushed it any further, I think we would have had problems. The Game Pass model is definitely great for sure. I agree with that. I just still, like I said, when it comes to Sony has so much heat on the exclusive side that they can bleed it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, but listen to this, Shawny. Mm-hmm. If you bleed out the exclusive, and let's say maybe not all of your customers are gonna move on to Xbox just because of the Game Pass, because I've heard a lot of people, my friends have PlayStation, all of them, and they're like, the only reason I would probably play an Xbox or buy one is because of the Game Pass. And I'm like, you don't even have to buy one, you can just play Game Pass. He was like, oh, for real? He didn't even know. Imagine if they get the hang of, oh yeah, you could play Xbox games on your tablet, on your phone, on your. They
need to put more money into like YouTube
into the promotion
ads and like Instagram ads and shit for stuff like that.
Just imagine if you see how Sony is so popular, how the PlayStation is so popular. Imagine if the PlayStation had something almost as good as that. Not even as good at it. Almost as good at it. That's it. They took the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So they're not having a Game Pass mode or whatever the hell the thing is. They're losing money.
Even without
that is money lost.
That's
hella money lost.
It is, but it's still not compared to what they're making in the console war. It's not.
Bro, you buy one console, you buy a console, then another. That's not continuous.
So here's
not a continuous.
But look,
so let me ask you this:
guys,
look at the roadmap.
What's happening is they're leaving money on the table, but they're making so much money that they don't even realize.
Yeah, you don't need to jump on it yet. Because it's
different.
Think Apple and Android. Think Apple and Android real quick.
Go ahead.
Think about Apple and Android, right?
You can't you can't say Apple and Android. You can't say it like that because if you saw Apple and Android has more money.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we
Apple and Samsung.
Those are phone manufacturers because Android is owned by Google. So you're basically saying Apple versus Google.
So
those are different companies.
That'll be a different conversation, but we can make the argument that Apple and Google are almost on par to some level.
When it comes to phone,
but Apple and Samsung, Apple is your PlayStation, Samsung is your Xbox, right? Mm-hmm. Look at Samsung and the features. We all know how this goes. Apple comes out next year with the 14. It's going to have features that the Samsung bin had. Apple, it's literally doing the same shit, just making the phone a little bit nicer, repeating it year after year, and it still sells. Why would you don't need to go and put this Samsung feature that's popular right now, which once you put it on Apple in 2 years, it's still going to be as popular.
I'm going to tell you the difference between what you're saying and what we're comparing. So when it comes to Apple and Samsung, Apple has one thing and one thing only that separates it. Mm-hmm. And it's not the features that they add on, nothing like that. AirDrop, AirDrop, iMessage. That's it. And FaceTime. That's it.
That green bubble is
it.
The green bubble kills
it. That is it. They did that purposely. Mm-hmm. So people, the moment that, let's say Google or somebody else gets something similar that works as flawlessly, they lost.
Do you think so though?
It's game over. There is more Android phones
in the world.
In the world.
In the U.S. market, the iPhone is the dominant.
In the world,
it's definitely Samsung.
When it comes to Sony, when it comes to Sony and Microsoft, what I'm trying to say is consoles don't come out every year. Mm-hmm. They come out every 6, 7, 10 around there, right? More or less. That's a couple of years.
7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years.
Console generation.
7 to 8 years. Mm-hmm. In 7 years, like Mac said, ain't nobody getting a damn about no console,
bro. In probably 5 or 6 years, bro.
It's done for consoles.
After this next Spider-Man shit come out, bro, and everybody goes crazy of it, bro. I'm telling you, son.
The reason why none of that matters is because these console manufacturers always sell their product at a loss.
Of course.
At this point, the PS5 is such a powerful machine.
Talking about this the other day.
It should not cost $500. It
should cost way more.
It should cost closer to $1,000, but it doesn't.
So they're gonna save money.
That's just like a supercomputer.
Yeah, because of how much these computer components cost now to make everything, and the chip shortage and a whole lot of things. It costs so much money. Like if you were to buy all of the pieces that make a PS5 separately and like try to like build your own device out of it, you'd be spending way more than $1,000 to build this machine.
There is no way. This is $200 less than a PlayStation. There's no way.
They always sell it to you at a loss because the company's idea is selling you the software, right?
This phone,
Sony.
Sorry to cut you up on that. This iPhones are like $1,000. Samsung phones are $1,000 retail if you're buying it out of pocket. So you're telling me this phone costs more than a fucking supercomputer that plays games and I can watch TV on?
I mean, you could technically do a lot more on the phone than you can on the console.
You can technically do a lot more.
No, but if we're gonna talk technology, if we're really gonna talk technology, the only thing that this has that one doesn't have is the cellular connection.
You think so?
That's it.
There's no. What's the difference?
You could watch Netflix. You could play games. You could do the same thing, but you could do that on your TV, and that is portable. But
you can't take your TV everywhere, though.
Yeah, the Switch is in its own conversation, right?
Yeah.
Because it does what the other consoles do, but at a lower resolution.
If you give the Switch, if you give the Switch a fucking messaging system and give it 5G,
it's the phone.
It believe it or not, like the root, like the chip inside the Switch, actually runs on Android. So you can hack a Switch to run Android software, and the Switch will become an Android tablet.
That's what I'm saying.
It's funny. It's not super functional. It doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah,
but I've seen the mods like where you can actually unlock it and you can use Android.
Again, we were going round and round and all this crazy stuff. But just think about it. When consoles do go out the way, people are most likely gonna believe on the one that has more time doing it, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like everybody knew that Androids were buggy when they came out, and that's why nobody liked them. Oh, bugs this, bugs that. iPhone's always been smooth. Yeah. Even though they ain't do much. No, I'm an Android guy. I'm an Android guy.
I know you're an Android guy.
iPhone's always been smooth. You couldn't do much in them, but they were smooth. Then the iMessage came in. Then the AirDrop came in. And that's exclusive thing that I can send from one iPhone to another, but I don't have to connect to it.
But I will say this. Android's been had an AirDrop. It was called Bluetoothing. You could Bluetooth information from one phone to another. You could do that before AirDrop. That's all AirDrop is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because you got to realize when an iPhone, bro, let's use a flash, for example. The new iPhone has a flash. Everybody's like, oh, it has a flash. Meanwhile, Android users are like, bro, I've been having a flash for years.
Yeah, but you never told me you had a flash. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
So Apple is like, bro, we got flash. Like they market it.
We got flash.
And I think that goes back to Crispin's point about the Xbox is that they with everything that Microsoft, with all the capability Microsoft has with Game Pass, the marketing is what kills them. Because the average consumer doesn't know. But that's I mean by
that's what I'm telling. They need to start paying John. This nigga is the marketing genius, right? Yeah.
He's been making Game Pass mad time.
Bro, the video that we have on the page where he's talking about the console wars, this is when Xbox,
he made me consider that time too.
People was in the comments saying, yo, bro, you actually made a good argument for Xbox. This nigga here. Microsoft. Microsoft, if you're listening, please sign my
I will gladly accept a Microsoft sponsorship.
Send them a check. Send them a check.
We need that.
Windows logo all day.
Yes. Right. On a small...
I'll put Microsoft in the background right here. Microsoft.
They could just put the Windows 95 logo just like right here.
Going like this.
Just waving. The way it was like a flag.
That's crazy, bro. But yo,
Rene, you're stupid.
Yeah, on a small
so
scale.
stupid.
Yeah. He's stupid. No, but I get
it. We deviated really hard. This is a really long conversation. I think we should kind of put a cap on it. I think we get Shawny's point.
Yeah, I think that's all I'm saying. It's just really the branding. With everything that's out there, yes, it's cool that they're doing it, but this shit could totally backfire on Sony if they don't do it right, because we've seen what they already have with PS Now. You give us, it's like giving us Game Pass, putting Game Pass on the PlayStation, but we're not going to give you any Xbox One games, essentially.
Oh, hold up. PlayStation now has PS2, PS3, PS4 games. But one
they're
thing
most of those are stream only.
You can't download your console.
The stream quality is
you can
not
only
always
download
great.
the PS4 ones. That is true.
Yeah. So with Microsoft's version, all of those games will download to your console. They give you the option to play them through the cloud if you want. And they spend a fuck ton of money making sure that cloud is legit.
Yeah, they actually, PlayStation Now pissed me off because I got the Avengers game for free.
Always getting hacked.
Bro, I got the Avengers game for free. I put it down for like a month or two because I was doing some
and then it glitched.
Took it away?
You told us they took it away from you.
Yo, what's going on with your license? You can't play this because you're licensed. Meanwhile, the other games that I got, they rocking perfectly. But they were like, Avengers? I don't know. Your license don't look right.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just can't. I rather Sony put it off. I don't want them to rush. Because to me, it just sounds like they're rushing because Microsoft is ahead of the game in it.
I don't think they're dropping it no time soon.
Yeah,
I just think they're saying it so people
especially with this what do you call it, Spider-Man coming out. Because
I don't think they're gonna drop it until after Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're gonna want to recoup.
They would want to make all those sales for Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Now if they fuck around,
that one too.
If they fuck around, hear me out.
You need to stand.
The new PS5 games. Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine.
This is what everyone has been waiting for since they copped the PS5 in 2020. Because
the Spider-Man that y'all has been playing is the 20.
They've been waiting for 2022 so they can play exclusively.
That Miles Morales is fire, man.
There's no DLC.
Not yet,
bro.
Because it was a DLC.
That other shit was a DLC. The other
Miles Morales is DLC. That's essentially.
Bro.
It's literally infamous. What?
It's only one mission.
Hold on. I platinum both of these games.
It's only one mission.
No. The first Spider-Man game. The first Spider-Man game had 3 DLCs to it.
Yes.
Yeah. The Miles Morales game don't have shit.
Miles Morales
it's technically an part of the first game to the original game, but it's long enough to be its own game.
I get what you're saying. No, it is not
long enough.
Long enough to be its own game. So they say, you know what? We can charge you full price for this. This don't have to be a $30 add-on. This could be a $70 PS5 title. Give me that.
Let me tell you this. If this Sony Game Pass shit come out and they go and they put the new Spider-Man 2 as like the debut game to promote it,
that's a great business tactic.
Everybody getting that shit.
That's a great business tactic. They should,
and they made like double the money, bro.
But we have to see what they're gonna do, because the thing is that I feel like Sony's gonna wet the bed and they're gonna try to complicate the way that they do business deals with the companies that make the games. And a lot of companies are going to be like, I don't know why we're having this conversation, because Microsoft is giving me whatever number I ask for. Microsoft said,
what bag you want? Which bag you want?
Microsoft said, wait,
bag.
I like those games. How much for all those games in the back over there? What, an extra 10 mil?
I'll pay that. It's fine.
Put it all together. I'm releasing it over the course of 10 months.
Sony gonna be like, oh, you want 10 mil?
10 mil?
Yeah, I might have to go and,
I can do $100.
No, this motherfucker want 10 mil.
That is not to the cost.
He think he fucking Spider-Man, nigga. You want 10 mil? You're not even Spider-Man. You bugging.
They're like, okay, can we put out like a 1-hour demo? Can we? How much is a 1-hour demo?
We could
play the game for 60 minutes, 60-minute timer. You got
actually, can we just get a trailer for like 45,000? Like some bullshit.
That's another thing. I just feel like Sony's gonna fuck it up. In my opinion,
they're gonna fuck it up. Hold up. With that being said, Sony, if y'all want to cut a check, y'all shit. We got
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll argue twice.
That's fact.
There's actually dope shit that should be coming out pretty soon, exclusive for Xbox soon. Everybody forgets that they are still doing like the original Forza Motorsport continuation. So it's not like the Horizon series. They're doing the traditional Forza series. We're getting Fable. We're getting what's that other?
And then we try to cut
Arrow.
a PlayStation check and keep talking about Xbox.
You trying to cut an Xbox check?
We're trying to get any check. Anybody that wants to send a check, send it.
Hellblade 2, Starlink, or
was it Starlink for Play? No.
The studio got bought by Microsoft, and then it's now
that's right. It's Bethesda, right?
Exclusive. Bethesda. So you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that stuff now is like under.
Well, yes, the Bethesda buyout, the buyout Bethesda.
They bought ZeniMax Media.
ZeniMax Media, yeah. So there's gonna be a big thing for that. That's my biggest thing. As much as I love Game Pass, I still need them to give me a little bit more. Like I need to see some strong exclusives in the future, and that are not Halo, that are not Gears of War.
I think they're working on that because we haven't gotten any Gears of War content. Psychonauts came out also on PlayStation, I think, but that's a Microsoft studio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always going to remain on Game Pass, so people could play the new Psychonauts, which nobody's really putting out 3D platformers like that. I mean, PS5's got Ratchet and Clank, but what else are they going to do after that? They're not going to revive Jak and Daxter like we all want them to.
They will.
Spiral.
They will do that. They will boot Spiral. They brought Crash Bandicoot.
Those are all non-exclusives now. I have the Crash Bandicoot trilogy on my Switch. I can play Spyro also on my Switch.
Same.
I think you can play Spyro on Game Pass.
On the Xbox too. Yeah, no, not on Game Pass.
Oh. All
right, so we got to make us some new characters. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all Sony.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to do.
The Wombat. Boom. New game. Done.
The Wombat. He's not wrong, bro. You're going to fuck around and go to Wombat.
All right, so before we end the episode, this is great, man. We was really chatting today.
Bro, I just seen that this shit's on Amazon. I'm ordering this on Friday when I get paid.
I didn't even know.
Oh, the pre-order.
It was the cover for Legends Arceus.
Yeah, the pre-order.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was coming out in February.
It's at the end of this month.
We were excited to see each other in this new year.
Yes.
Let us end it with Bo Nano's One Piece journey. So tell us, where are you? I believe the last time
I'll keep it short. I'm gonna wear it like this.
You don't got to keep it short. Don't keep it short.
Yeah,
I keep it short. Everybody wants to go home.
No, you.
We already home.
We
already home.
Everybody wants to go home.
Cut this short, bro. You're gonna tell us exactly what's going on. So the last time we spoke,
stretch it out.
The last time you don't have to stretch it out, but
I said we gonna stretch it out.
Oh,
if you try to make it short, we're gonna keep.
I just don't want him to feel like he has to rush it.
No. I've never seen it, so
get out
last
here,
time we spoke, I believe you were like on 180 or 170. Look at this nigga. You can just wear it at the back. Just wear it at the back.
It's too much right now to deal with.
Right,
I was just doing it like that.
So you were at episode 180 or 1.
No, so I've actually been keeping a note now so that I'll remember. I was like, I should just keep note of this shit.
Good.
Yeah.
Finally.
So the last time we spoke, I was on episode 185. And now 200. I'm on episode 201.
Ooh, look at him.
I'm on episode 2.
That's kind of weak.
We're not clapping for that. We're not clapping for that. Motherfucker went all the way to fucking PR and didn't watch any One Piece on the flight. Motherfucker.
How could I watch One Piece on the flight?
You could have downloaded it to your phone.
I could have, but
get the Wi-Fi from the phone. Oh, you don't have T-Mobile, right? You have T-Mobile?
I have T-Mobile.
You get internet on the plane, bro.
I don't know who told you that.
I worked there.
What airline? Because maybe the airline I was on didn't give me that.
What airline did you fly?
I flew United.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
They played me.
No, you played yourself, dog.
They played me. Nobody ever made that like a thing. Nobody just said, "Oh, by the way, if you got T-Mobile, you ain't got to put your shit on airplane mode."
Because you were already sold. They didn't have to tell you extra details. They're like, he's good.
It's fine.
Good.
We'll figure it out.
You're on episode 201.
201. So Skypiea is over.
Mm-hmm.
Completely done with Skypiea.
We clap for that. We clap for that.
They have. Okay, I gotta wait because he's gonna do the draft. There we go.
All right.
They have officially dropped out of the sky.
Oh, you're in that little filler.
And
that's a good filler. That's good filler.
That's good filler.
Good filler.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty interesting. I like the way that they've done that. I could tell that it's filler.
Marine
Ford.
Marine.
Yeah.
Ford.
That's been pretty interesting. Well, what's that?
No. I'm sorry.
You sound like you were gonna say something.
No. Keep going.
I'm just excited. You're finished with Skypiea. How is the ending?
Skypiea's ending is wild. Like it definitely builds up really well. And I always have to remind myself what you told me before, where you were just like, oh, like most of the characters really just kind of get defeated in battle. Nobody's really like killed in action like that, at least not at this part of the story. So like most of the people that Luffy faces off against, like he doesn't kill them. He just stops them from doing this shit. Yeah, he knocks them the hell out and stops them from doing whatever.
He knocks the evil out of them.
So
basically,
there were a few things that I guess were left out of the anime telling of this story that probably would have been in the manga telling of the story. So like what we were talking about, the whole wing situation. I love the flashback that they did to the history of Calgara and Nolan.
Calgara.
God.
Bro.
Calgara.
Nolan. So that was that. So that was.
He don't even know what we talking about.
He doesn't. He's just going along for the One Piece.
The goal right here.
That backstory is great. I do like how every character has like a different strength. Like at least important characters all do different things. Like they specialize in different areas. Nolan is like the first time they introduced the concept of like a botanist actually exploring somewhere and like getting an idea for the plant life that lives there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like, other than the fact of him being like ridiculously OD super strong that he could smash fucking stone mountains with his fucking hands and shit. Like other than that, like his motivations are realistic. Like the characters,
the words are coming up soon.
Are all I know the whole hockey shit, but they haven't explained it yet. So let me be. And so
they kind of talked about it
a little bit,
and then they didn't call it hockey though. They call it mantra.
And they did explain the devil fruit classifications a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Eneru definitely like keeps shouting that at Luffy, like you're just paramecia. He's you can't be that strong, all this other shit. My Logia fruit is supposed to be, the best of the best. I am lightning, I am the vengeance and
that's how you know that nigga dumb. So that's how you know that nigga stupid.
He definitely.
I mean, to be fair,
that class in science.
To be fair, he's been in the air the whole time, so
which was
below that.
Which was also like
they had schools up there,
which was also
but
odd.
There's no rubber in.
Yeah. There's no rubber up there, but like it's odd for me because I'm trying to wrap my head around the concept of there being people that live in the sky. Right. So these people, they live in the sky and you have the white sea and, all that stuff. And they know that the blue sea exists and there is a way to travel between the sky sea
only know
and the blue
sea exists because people have come from the blue sea to there, like to
so then why is there a toll lady collecting tolls to go in and out?
Because
remember, you don't have to pay the toll to get in.
You don't have to pay the toll, but that means that they're expecting people to come in and out.
Well, to be fair, listen.
Because people have been coming
Luffy
thousands of
Luffy
years.
is not the first one who's been up there, and you'll learn later.
Yes, and they talked about Goldie Roger being there, and they translated the text that was there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I finished the whole arc. I got that whole.
So boom,
chunk of the story.
This is what happened, right? So the Shandorians, the Skypians, and the Birkins, I think is that how you say it? That's the race that Eneru is from. They're all from the moon. That's why Eneru wanted to go to the moon so badly. He wanted to go back to his homeland. They're not. He
was talking about just endless Earth. He was just talking about like a big continent.
Endless birth, which is the moon.
They never explained.
They don't explain it, but at the end,
you have to read the manga.
Yeah, you'd have to read the manga
because they show it in cover pages.
Yes, but at the end, you see him and he disappears. Where he disappears to is he goes to the moon. So
yeah, in the moon right now.
He's on the moon. He's on the moon right now.
In the moon.
What?
In the manga.
With hella niggas up there. He had hella niggas.
He got an army up there. Yeah.
He killing it.
Are you sure? Because wasn't in the anime that he fell to the bottom and he found a new world?
No, he just fell in the sea. He just fell
he just fell in the sea, and then he was flying away again on his ship.
He's flying to the moon. So
I always thought he ended up on the bottom. He's like, "Oh, this is a whole."
I'm gonna look up a video and I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah,
please.
He went to the moon. So they're all from the moon, really,
which is why they have wings.
Yes. So the reason why Eneru doesn't have wings is because it doesn't explain why they have wings.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's an explanation, but it's not the one I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why they have wings.
I'm even more confused than I was before.
Exactly. So they're from the moon, and the reason why Eneru doesn't have wings is because when he was young, he cut his off because he's different from them. He is a god because he ate that fruit. I think he ate the fruit when he was young. So when he ate the fruit, changed his mind.
And where would that devil fruit grow in the sky, or somebody from the blue sea brought a devil fruit up there?
So let me explain. Let me explain how devil fruits work a little bit. Maybe it's a spoiler, maybe not. So
probably not.
If you die and you have a devil fruit, if there's a regular fruit around you, the devil fruit will go into that fruit. So somebody up there must have had the fruit, died up there, got into a fruit that they had up there. He ate it without knowing. And boom.
The fruits can basically, like, when the user dies, the ability
to just move into a different fruit.
It's like mold when it's on a strawberry and it goes on to the other strawberry. That's basically
this motherfucker.
I just threw out
disgusting.
Can you mute him, please? Mute him, please.
All right. So anyway,
so it's like a moldy strawberry.
so anyway, so they're from the moon, and what happened is the resources on the moon had finished. So when the resources on the moon finished, they were looking for more resources, of course. So the Birkins, the Skypians, and the Shandorians.
The Shandorians.
I can't get over the fact they're called Birkins.
Huh?
They're just bags.
Birkins, right?
Yeah.
They all came down, right?
They were so popular.
They all came down, but the Shandorians were like, sorry, they all came down, but the Birkins and the Skypians fell to the clouds, and the Shandorians are the ones that fell to the earth. But where they landed on the city of gold. So their people just protected that area for forever. That's how they got.
Oh, so that's what it was. It was that okay, so now the sacrifice that people made to protect that land makes a little bit more sense. So it said, oh, our ancestors protected this land.
Yeah. It's
so
because
okay,
it makes they're from the sky. They're not from Earth.
Which is the reason why the Shandorians have fucking wings.
Facts.
Okay.
So now you know that.
That's all information that I think should have been in the anime. Like,
because I'm learning this shit with you.
It would have made the story.
But it was too long.
It would have made the story too long.
I think he wrote that in the SPS.
So much fucking time on Alabasta.
Fuck you mean it would have been too long?
No, that actual
story. Already too long.
The arc, bro. The arc itself is long.
Skypia's arc is long already.
Yeah, imagine adding all of that to
Now
it.
you have to add that because that's a flashback.
So
now
they already did a whole lot of world building. I feel like at that point, why not just fucking do it all at this point?
I think that's an SPS. I think he has in one of the in the manga when he has the volumes at the end. Oda always writes something.
Yeah.
About the story that doesn't come out in the anime, but
it just comes from the author.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just giving
canon.
you a
it's
little bit of.
But yeah, like he gives you little details that will make sense when stuff happens. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's why this is that. Yeah. So that might be cool. From the SBS section of one of the mangas.
But that information would have been super useful in kind of like establishing our key players in this conflict, because there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, this whole Civil War.
Yeah, but that information would have ruined.
Yeah, no, which is fine. I'm happy that you told me.
You know what they should have done? Because I don't know. Later,
but I agree, they should have put that in the anime, because if you don't,
you're so notorious for cutting everybody
off.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, call him the
go, Shawny. Just cut him off.
The cutter.
No, I was saying because later you'll see that as you go down the episodes, they have special episodes. Like they have something called like the Sky Island arc episode, and essentially it retells the whole thing without the fluff. When they do those episodes to recap the arcs, they should have included those little details in there, because all you're doing is watching it with just like better animation, essentially.
Isn't there a movie about Skypiea?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the episode of Sky Island.
Oh yeah.
It's an episode movie. It's like an hour.
Yeah, it's like a 3D.
It's like a special. Yeah. It's like a TV special.
Yeah.
They should have filled it in there, kind of like how Naruto will go and they'll do like special episodes talking about like spin-off manga and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I do love the fact that the story never skips a beat, right? Even though we're in filler-ish kind of territory, it just, you know, it stays consistent. The characters never ever falter from who they are and what they are and what their motives are. And to me, this is where I see some of the slice of life stuff happening, because Oda doesn't really do slice of life. There's no like, there was 7 years of peace. There isn't, isn't anything like that.
Slice of life is happening within.
It's blended in, even on the boat ride, getting to the next place.
That's slice.
Yeah, it's like the way that I've been taking the story in is just kind of like we're legitimately seeing every step of everyone's kind of journey, through this big story and all of the different, because like you got to think about it, like if it were real life, everybody that you come across has a story and has a background and has, hopes and dreams and things that they want to accomplish and stuff. And if you're telling a grand story and you give every one of those characters time to, shine and develop themselves, you become more invested in the narrative. Oda's writing is very good at that.
And that's how he has us here for 1,000 and something episodes.
Dog, yeah. I just thought about it. Every fucking day you respect this nigga more and more. I didn't even know these little details. He's a monster.
He's a monster.
Give me a second. Listen, John, I have a question.
I am pissed. I just
give me a second, bro. Damn.
Real quick. Man. I'm just pissed off at the last episode that came out because it was just a recap of everything that has happened so far in Wano. So if you haven't watched 1005, you can. It's just a recap of everything that has happened up to this point. So the next new episode is going to be this Saturday.
So if I watch episode 1005, I'll be caught up with One Piece.
You'll be caught up with the last arc of One Piece.
Of One Piece.
Man, I'm over here thinking I can skip Banana.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Juice has a way. You guys could talk about it after the pod if you want.
Yeah.
The Juice has a way where you can skip
just watch
400, 500 episodes.
Watch all the episodes. All the episodes. All the little movies.
Yeah.
Watch them all.
All you got to do is watch the little TV specials, and you'll be at like episode.
Not giving you all the details, but
300
most of the story,
some shit like that. Yeah.
So they start referencing little tiny shit from like episode 300 when you're on episode 1005.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And you're like, what?
What? Oh
But yeah, I think I always ask you this: who is your favorite character so far?
I don't know. I enjoyed Sanji's character a lot. Yeah.
Pervy bastards.
This guy
This
right
guy.
here.
He's
This guy right
fucking
here.
hilarious.
Yeah, no, Sanji, in my opinion, is really funny because I just like his interactions with the rest of the Straw Hats. Zoro kind of like reacts the same way to everything, and yeah, although he is like god tier when it comes to his fights and what he's capable of doing, which I do love to watch. I think him as a character, he can be pretty flat sometimes because he doesn't change. No. That's not what I mean. I don't mean like flat like him as a character. He has nothing. I'm just saying like he's kind of always just sleepy and pissy and kind of like all right. What else do we gotta do? Why do I still listen to Luffy? Why is he still our captain? Why am I here again? Why do I let Nami talk to me this way? Why am I doing this right now? Like everything for him is always like, why am I here? Like and it's usually funny. Like it's kind of a part of his humor.
They haven't spent a year together yet, so
that's where I'm at in the story.
No, I know. I'm just telling you, son.
And as of right now, that's how Zoro is. He's just kind of really nonchalant all the time. So I like Sanji's characteristics a little bit more. I think his funny moments are funnier than Zoro's funny moments, in my opinion.
That's true. I don't think they use Zoro as a comedic relief.
Yeah, he's not. He's
not
like,
at all.
He's the seasoning for the comedic relief. Like he's the serious one that they literally just go to piss off.
Everybody in there is funny as hell except for Zoro and Robin. That's it.
Well, Robin, I mean, I don't know because if it's filler. If it's filler, then it doesn't matter too much. But Robin made me laugh like hell in this last episode I watched, where she
has those mature.
She has a little moment, like.
But
when she was pretending to be the captain,
she was pretending to be the officer guy that was doing the inspection, and then Usopp's like, "Hey, remember me? We worked together." She's like, "I don't know that motherfucker.
I've never seen that guy in my life.
I don't know this guy."
Yeah, that was pretty
and I was like, oh shit. The way they did that in the anime was really, really
what was I gonna say? Damn,
she has her moments too.
I forgot what I was gonna say. That's just slipped my mind.
I apologize.
No, you good.
You got asked about his favorite character.
All in all, I like Sanji's character a lot, and obviously, I like Nami.
When you get to episode 300, I'll
Nami Swan.
Yes, and Robin-chan. Nami Swan and Robin-chan.
But that's great, man. You're about to hit Water 7 and
yes,
it's about to
get
listen to me right now.
Getting fucked.
Listen to me right now.
Oh no, wait! I know what I was gonna ask. Wait, before I leave again. Before I leave again, bro. Did you notice what happened with Usopp?
Well, when he took the dials?
No. What happened to Usopp when he was by himself when he heard some shit?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, he did. He's seen
I'm trying to think of what.
So
what
he's
part
talking
you're
about.
referring
He's
to.
talking about when. Remember when the Mary was broken and it fixed itself?
Oh yeah, and that he saw somebody working on the ship.
Just remember that.
Just remember that. The next arc.
What is that? His hockey?
It's about to get crazy. No. It's about to get crazy, bro.
It's like he manifests the spirit of a ship's craftsman.
It's about to get crazy.
Right? I want to say congratulations. You've made it.
You made it to the point of no return.
If you have watched 200 episodes of One Piece, I personally say if you got to episode 60 and you did not like it, don't watch anymore.
I told people they don't get to 20.
If you got to episode 200 of this anime,
you're fucked,
you deserve
bro.
another round of applause. And you right now, listen to me, John. You are in a great place right now because the next arc,
you're fucked, John. I'm telling you right now. Fuck what they say.
I feel like that's fucked.
You're fucked.
I feel like that's telling somebody that like they're about to watch the Cell arc for the first time.
You have one more filler arc after this.
Almost.
You have one more filler arc after this, and then
that one's short though. That one's super short.
Yeah, all of them are short.
I think two more or one more. Two more.
One more.
Short mini arcs are like 6, maybe 7 episodes long.
Yeah,
very short.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that. Trust
Those
me.
are mini arcs. Like
yeah, One Piece doesn't have short arcs, bro.
Yeah, the actual
beginning
arcs
only. But after Alabasta, there's nothing short.
Dog,
Absolutely nothing.
You are gonna be
Marineford
stuck for the
short.
next 200. Really?
No, because Marine, I don't count Marineford by itself. It's a combination of a whole
it's
shit.
all three. Yeah, it's like it's all one
It's
big
three
ass
short
arc.
one into
the way
one.
that the story is being told is that there's obviously a beginning and an end to a story, but the story doesn't stop. The story never stops.
It's a saga.
Even then, like you know the idea of following a story from beginning to end. There's there's like a beginning, a middle, and an end to that story. Yeah, every arc has that, where it has its setup, it has its climax, and then it has its conclusion. But One Piece as a story, as you're watching it, this overarching story that is One Piece just doesn't fucking end. There's no moment, at least right now, because there is a time skip that I haven't gotten to yet.
Keep it a bit, John. Do you want it to end?
You're not gonna want to end.
I don't. But here's I'm just talking about the way that the story is presented to the viewer, right? You're kind of always expecting a traditional story setup, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Something establishes, the conflict, you get the climax and the resolution. And these stories just happen, snowball and snowball and snowball until all of a sudden you realize that these characters are really heavily invested in what the fuck is going on right now.
Everything ain't no such, bruh. One Piece is so non-linear. It's crazy because it's like you think you're going one straight path to Luffy's goal, and all the while on his way there, he's literally creating
his life.
He's creating routes to fuck up his life in the future. Just pay attention to all the mini bosses and the arcs. What happened with Crocodile? It don't seem like it's a big deal, but legit,
it's a big deal.
Oh, it's a big fucking deal.
At episode 9. I mean, I'm probably off in this shit. Maybe
six something. Yeah.
Yeah, 6
I know what you're talking about.
Plays a big arc. Even later, it's like 850s when they all that plays another big factor. Like every little detail, bro. The way that Oda just says, "Yo, don't forget about this moment. I'm gonna catch your ass when you catch up." 800 up.
Oda makes his characters feel like real people.
Oh yeah.
Where throughout the story and as you continue with these characters, you really feel like they're people you know. Like you genuinely know Oda's characters. He's given them all motivation. He's given them all purpose and logistical reasoning for kind of being with each other. And there's so much payoff from like interactions you'll get between two different characters. Maybe Chopper might say something personal that only Zoro heard. And Zoro will kind of like, bring it up later or try to make Chopper feel less scared about something because he was the only one that heard Chopper's like, oh yeah, I'm actually really scared of this. And just those character moments happen all the time in different parts of the story where, it's consistent. These are characters that this author has made real people. And
he also does this thing that, since he has so many characters, he doesn't combine the same characters in every arc. He combines different characters in every arc. Like he'll put Chopper and Usopp in Alabasta, and then Chopper was with Zoro and Skypiea or where somebody else is Skypiea, and then that he mixed and matches them so they could all feel like they all have the same connection.
They all talk, they all interact, and they all have like good character build up. It's an interesting watch, and at the 200 episode mark that I'm at right now, I've noticed that when it comes to comparing Oda and Akira Toriyama as mangakas, like as authors and how they've created two very different worlds. If you're a person like me that greatly values like story and substance, you'll realize how much better of an author Oda is than Toriyama. Although Toriyama's designs are are ridiculously iconic to anime and like, you know, cartoon culture as a whole. You know, like Akira Toriyama created a style that a lot of people replicate now. And nobody's really, at least to my knowledge that I haven't seen, nobody's really out here ripping too hard off of One Piece specifically.
No.
Like you don't see the one hat references. You don't see the straw hat references as much as you see a Super Saiyan reference in other media, right? You know what I'm saying?
True,
like,
but Teen Titans Go definitely made fun of One Piece.
Which is cool. Teen Titans is a great show to do that.
You'll see that later, well, not later, but in other animes, they have referenced One Piece, not as much as Dragon Ball, but definitely. But I think that's the beauty of One Piece that makes it great, like because the way it stands out.
Yeah.
The reason they don't reference it like the animes that we watch right now is because those are the animes that started with them. Like Naruto started with them. Like I think Bleach started with them. They're not gonna reference their competition like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Dragon Ball Z is the inspiration for all three of those. So
I was gonna say you can tell what's inspired what, right? Based on structure, maybe character designs, you know, maybe like ideologies and storytelling, personalities, all types of things were inspired by Dragon Ball. But I haven't seen One Piece referenced in other forms of media the same way that Dragon Ball gets referenced in other forms of
for
media.
sure.
Right. So that's why I'm comparing like Akira Toriyama's iconic characters versus Oda's incredibly unique storytelling. I think Oda has geniusly constructed a world that you can genuinely get lost in. And it takes so long to really indulge in this story that it becomes an investment. Dragon Ball as a whole will serve its purpose for what it is. It is a phenomenal story about many different characters that take place over multiple generations. Like we see some of these characters have grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like as Dragon Ball has gone on.
The main character has a grandkid. You know, and One Piece, to my knowledge, hasn't taken that route with Luffy. You know, like Luffy doesn't have a family and grandkids running around that he's teaching them how to stretch. You know, like it's not the same concepts, right? So the stories are different. But I will tell you, just because I know how much you, Rene, appreciate Akira Toriyama's work, because you do like Dragon Ball and you like the characters and the stories, you're definitely gonna get a richer experience, like a richer anime experience. That goes Mr. Get that nigga out of here.
You will get a richer anime experience from diving into an anime like One Piece. But it doesn't mean that you can't appreciate the both of them, because you know how I feel about Dragon Ball. I'm definitely a huge Dragon Ball fan, but I've been really enjoying the One Piece ride. Yeah, look at Kuririn.
In Japanese, that name is hilarious. Kuririn.
So yeah, so that's it. You know, I'm excited to see kind of like where the story is gonna go. And Juice is right. Like Luffy has a lot of implications with his actions right now in the story. He's a very, very wanted man, and
he don't want it. He chilling right now.
He act like he ain't wanted by nobody.
He's wanted right now.
He's definitely wanted.
He's at what? Is he at 100?
Yeah,
he's at 100 mil by now.
Yeah, he's at 100 million, and Zoro's at like 60 or something like that. Yeah. Zoro's at
like 90 or 80 or something like that.
Who?
Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Yeah, Robin's at like 90, I think.
90 or something like that.
80.
Yeah, so you know they're definitely wanted, and I don't think anybody really pays that much attention to it, because for them it's all fucking fun.
But I think it's because of their demeanor. Like, again, they don't look like normal pirates. So
nobody in the One Piece world look like normal pirates.
There's niggas out there that look like pirates.
For sure.
Like pirates.
But what he's saying is generation,
like, no. How they put what?
If him and Kid walked in the bar together, who do you think is a pirate? Him or Kid?
Kid,
for sure.
Kid, right? All right. So there are people that are in the One Piece world that look like pirates. Luffy happens to not be one of them.
But
Luffy or none of the other niggas in that crew.
But when you look at the story where they are right now, nobody's taking shit really serious. They're just going with the flow, and we all know there is a turning point where they realize that it's not a game. They need to we need to take shit seriously.
Yeah.
Like it's like
that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the shit. We need to take this.
You'll see some of it after this arc. Like at the end of this arc, you see a little bit of it.
300 more episodes, my boy.
It's cool. I'll be patient.
This arc that you're about to get into ain't gonna end until episode 300.
Which is fine. I'm
everything together, yeah.
But we should really be wrapping it up because we've definitely been here for quite
that's 2 hours.
Some time.
That's a long pod.
We gotta give the listeners a break. I know they want more, but we'll give them more on the next.
It's been a minute since we
episode.
It's been a minute since we.
It has. We were all super excited to be here. Renee's just like, I don't care how much you hype up One Piece. I'm not gonna start.
I'm not watching.
He's like, it's 1,000 episodes.
We got Dean to watch. We got Dean to watch.
You need Dean to watch. Ride with you right now. So it's just like, okay, that's happening. That's cool.
He's like, oh, okay, cool.
We got
if any of the story does sound interesting to you, you should give it a try. See how you like it. I mean, majority of it is in English. If you really don't want to watch it in Japanese, I'm doing an original Japanese run.
Not majority, but
a large portion of it.
It's like a 600, 700.
700 episodes are in English. You're right, majority.
So you can watch most of it, and by the time you get to the end of it, they should have more of it dubbed as well. So you're gonna be able to catch up in English all the way at some point.
I don't recommend it in English, but I recommend.
I mean, I don't. I just. English I wanted to get the pure really experience. I wanted to get the pure experience, so I just started it from Japanese English day one.
Really Johnny B, take us out.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. But if you are one of the few who have made it to the very end of the podcast, we thank you and appreciate you greatly. What did you guys think about our comeback from a really long, wintry, Christmassy, New Year's Eve kind of break? Oh man, okay. I'm getting the wrap it up.
You asking the people watching?
Wait, are you asking us?
No. I'm talking to the listener.
Yeah,
but I saw a message pop up on my screen, and I'm getting the wrap it up message. Wifey's hitting the wrap it up box. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. Wrap that shit up. So that's why I was like. But what did you guys think of the episode? Please let us know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. There is more Paradise content on the way, so stay tuned. Be subscribed so you don't miss out on any of it. And hit the bell, get the notifications for every time we do drop a new podcast episode. We are here hopefully once a week, and hopefully once a week we try, and we will catch you guys on the next podcast episode. And in the meantime, if you're looking for additional content, you can go ahead and support us on Patreon. We are doing a Patreon exclusive content there. The link will be down in the description below, and you can donate to the podcast on Anchor if you're listening to us on the go on the Anchor app, which is a really dope app, and you should download it if you haven't tried it. It's fucking free. And that's about all we have for you guys today. I am out of here.
Peace out, guys.
What?